Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. I'm s- As I age, I'm starting to feel more chest pain, which is not good, because stress is starting to manifest physically in the part of my body that needs to work all the time. I'm just so pissed off about what I read this morning that's happening in Ontario education that it makes me uncomfortable as a teacher and uncomfortable as an adult and uncomfortable as someone who, even if they don't have a job, is representative of the system that is letting this go through. It's really bothering me. So I want to stay relaxed. We're going to play PokeRogue today. We're going to have a fun time. I haven't said any of the good stuff, Kami. You want to know what the good stuff is? You're a father. You're going to love hearing that. Now, one of my school boards in Ontario has installed vape detectors into bathrooms, which have built-in microphones. So that they can pick up sounds as a secondary action. Because vaping has become an issue in schools. Today, I can't remember, it was earlier this week, the Ontario school boards, or the education minister basically announced a blanket ban of no cell phones in the schools and no vaping in schools, which is like, okay, the cell phones, unless they're being used for educational purposes, that's been something that people have been enforcing for quite some time. Vaping, understandable. To further that sentiment, one school board has installed vape detectors, and I can give you the link to the article right here if you want to read it for yourself. And there's obviously, as just any person, there are systems out there that are used to monitor for sounds of gunshots or certain keywords to see if there's going to be any violence or any problems in certain corners of a space. Simultaneously, you don't even have to be a father or a mother or a parent or anyone working in education to realize how royally screwed up this is. That we are placing sensors in the bathroom with microphones. Now, this is one they could decide. Apparently, they're going to be monitoring the effectiveness of these sensors and then make a decision from then on out whether or not to expand these services. And then they start mentioning things like safety lights, which they should have anyways, and other cameras and stuff like that to put into schools to increase safety, to start having the physical safety capabilities within the schools, which frankly some of them have been missing them because money is not given to those schools, so they are lacking emergency. I still remember being in a school that didn't have emergency exits back when I was young, and I know of other places around me that only just had certain things invested into them, and certain schools don't have proper special education budgets that can support students going to that school, so they get moved, and just makes their lives even worse when they're already dealing with things that need additional help. There is something, it's not hard to figure out, there is something deeply concerning, because I think a lot about this as a teacher, and I think a lot about this as an educator, and what my stance would be if I was told that this was happening in my space where I work, and to just be okay with it. regardless of your age, you should never be monitored when you are in a vulnerable place like a bathroom. Ever. You should, like, monitoring in a private space, even though you're in a public location. There should be no monitoring whatsoever like that. And there are other questions here that arise with this type of monitoring. I was taught I was when I was explaining this to my mom. Back when they were younger, right? Smoking in the bathroom was easy to find. You see the smoke coming out of the bathroom, but you smell it, and you'd be able to call them out, right? And the rules were different back then. As a teacher, you're not actually allowed to go into a bathroom, especially of the opposite gender. You would have to call someone, and if it gets to the point, you call the cops, basically. Like, it's an invasion of privacy. And we already have, if you go read the ethics codes of Ontario, there are so many rules. Like, I still remember learning that I'm not allowed to break up fights unless someone's about to actually die. So I have to wait someone to be beat within 1 inch of their life before I can intervene with myself, putting myself at risk. And then if I hurt one of those students that's trying to hurt another student, I get in trouble because I've now hurt a minor. So there are a lot of rules that I learned as a teacher that blew my mind, because acting out of goodwill and just acting as a good citizen is so counterintuitive to being someone with a heart and with the intention to just protect and enforce, but at the same time now having to look at all these ways that I have to do it, when in the spur of a moment you need to make action now. Filling out 2 pages worth of paperwork while I watch a kid get their ass kicked is not that. And then this comes in with detectors with microphones in it, where they won't tell you the name of the vendor. They won't tell you where they came from either. They won't tell you what service the school board is working with to install these either. Who's listening to these sensors? Who's going to get the notification if the vape detector goes off? Then who's going to retrieve the kids with the vapes on them from the bathroom? And even then, what about any misfires? Like, who's in charge of this? We don't have those types of reasons. That means that there's going to be a teacher or an administrative staff who is going to be in charge of waiting for these sensors to pop, and that means they'll have to review these sounds. And if they're listening to a kid taking the largest dookie in the universe, and that knocks off the sensor, can you have any idea what could happen if somebody figures out a way to take that audio and use it for ridiculous reasons? To be fucking creepy with it? There are so many questions, and just it's at a point where anxiety for me is no longer fear of things I cannot control. It's even further beyond that, where it's fear that we have gone so off the rails. We are so afraid of things that we cannot control. Like the cell phone things, I can tell you. My sister's an elementary school teacher. I'm trained to be a high school teacher. And when she works in the schools, it's hard for her to get a lot of the students to not be on their phone 24/7. That's a three-pronged attack, right? The parents who give them the phones have to be the ones to help them understand what it is. The teachers help them understand when to use it for educational purposes. Although with this blanket statement, I don't even know if they're going to be able to learn digital literacy without their phones. They'll have to wait for the computers. And by the way, there isn't a computer for every kid, so they may have to share the iPads, they may have to share the computers. As much as they try to do it, a lot of them break, and it can affect learning. If people have a phone, they can use those phones and offset that lack of budgeting. And there's a lot of things to learn to use on your phone. Your phone is a very important device in modern day. But when I think about the issue with the cell phones, right? The kids need to learn it. The kids need to internalize and build those proper behaviors. The parents need to help with that. And the teachers need to help with that. It's all of that. A blanket ban removes any of that and makes it even more problematic for the digital literacy and everything like that. Now the no vaping makes sense. Okay, fine. No vaping in the schools. That's awesome. But if we have to go to the point, we have to start monitoring where they could be vaping. But in locations that are private. Locations where you are vulnerable. Where has our ability to maintain rules gone to where we now have to start breaking those areas of freedom. I understand that we are afraid that a gunfight could break out in a bathroom. That's why we have these sensors, and we put in other things like there was an issue a while ago with tampon dispensers as well, where people were sabotaging tampon dispensers. That's incredibly dangerous to females, and we need to put in a lot of safety precautions to protect against that. And I understand there are a lot of dumbasses out there who make these things terrible, and wherever they get these ideas from, they're learning from other dumbasses who just want to ruin people's lives. When we are getting to the point where we now have to have this kind of action be considered, but even then, it's not even considered because, remember, it was just said, we're banning it, and then it was left open to everybody to figure out what the solution is. And the people who are like, okay, I know what I'm going to do, they decide this. Should we not be concerned about who is in charge and what they are thinking about, what they're not thinking about? We always make the joke that politicians are idiots and all the people who run stuff are idiots. We make the joke that they're idiots. But when do we start saying they're dangerous? Where is the backlash? Like, yeah, they make stupid decisions and everybody goes on their way because we still use education systems. I'm not saying to tear down public education, but we have people in power that still have power. So, when now do we make the decision that perhaps it is less about they're stupid and don't get policies to now they are so stupid their policies are actually going to cause rights and privacy to be invaded? These are questions that scare me as an educator, as an adult responsible for children, as my profession. God forbid a kid comes to me and says, I don't want to go to the bathroom because there might be a sensor in the bathroom. What do you tell that child? Hold it, then? We'll go somewhere else that doesn't have a sensor, maybe? What are we doing? Where has that common sense gone? It scares me. It should scare everybody. It even mentions it in with the privacy, the private sector. What's the name of her position? Yeah, former privacy commissioner of Ontario. She had a statement saying this stuff is dangerous because it starts with this, and then as it becomes more accepted, we allow more of it to happen, and it balloons, right? It expands into more and more sectors, right? People are afraid of already smart homes with those recording things and all that stuff. Now you've got, especially in bathrooms of schools, potentially these things being installed, which is already in one school board. It's disturbing. It's wrong. If we can't solve the problem of vaping or cell phones without resorting to this, we as adults, we as the think tank, as the people who have the brains and the knowledge and supposedly the experience to figure this out, need to think harder. Parents need to be pissed about this. Because I'm not saying vaping in school is good. But I am saying there's got to be a better way to stop them from vaping in school than putting this sensor up and then whoever answers it, but then it comes with that microphone or comes with that, and then we have to wait for months. And then the worst part is we're waiting for it to be monitored, which means it will not be uninstalled unless forced by people's hands or determined something is illegal going on here. Because once you start putting cameras everywhere, which we already have cameras in schools, but once you start trying to expand these services and make more of this happen, if you don't care about it now, you're gonna care about it when it's you and your ass being recorded on a fucking vaping device. When you're taking the giantest shit, and then somebody comes into your thing thinking that you're shooting a gun. It doesn't matter. Do you want voice recognition in the most private of places of your life? Because guaranteed, if this gets away with it in schools, you're going to see this in a lot more places. And then you might be like that kid who's afraid to go anywhere because anything could be used against you. You no longer have any semblance of being to yourself and doing what you gotta do. You don't feel safe. Regardless of the purpose of the sensor, you don't feel safe. It's wrong. Use this more. Like, holy shit, man. Here, Harry, you can read it for yourself. You're a father too. Enjoy this. Look at what Ontario Education has figured out to help with the cell phone and vaping issue. No, exactly, Hero. This has nothing to do with child safety. So because they mention certain services that can be for gunshots or keywords, so they're looking for violence and things like this. The problem is, so there's a couple of things that I look at when I read this article. The first thing is, if a kid's walking into a school with a silencer on a gun, and the whole point is you're not going to hear a gunshot from within the bathroom, if you see someone walking in with a pillow, like the chances of them bringing a pillow into a knapsack, bringing someone into the school, and then putting a gun to a pillow and shooting a kid, and then walking out without being seen, is probably unlikely. Because schools do have cameras at corners. So you're going to see something suspicious. But again, you don't have security officers. You don't need security officers, but you have security cameras that can catch all of this. You just hope to God it's not going to happen. Especially in Canada, right? Our gun laws are incredibly strict, right? And everything that we have is incredibly strict. So we have a pretty decent record. It's not great, but it's a pretty decent record compared to other countries. With vaping being a problem, vaping, yes, because it can be carcinogenic, it can be it leads to addiction. Yes, we should be locking down on that. Just because they didn't use it in the 70s, right? Because they didn't probably have the technology or didn't think about it or it was more accepted or whatever. But at the same time, can we not use education? Can we not have any better way? Like, what would be a solution what was the solution now with them vaping in the classroom or vaping in the bathrooms? We were still catching them, right? If we know there's a problem, that means that we've been catching cases of them smoking in the washroom, which means what we're doing now still works. So if the issue is you don't have enough people watching that, the solution could be get someone watching that. You could find more people. You could find someone, if you need to enforce it, to rotate them out, right? Teachers are already sent on wild goose chases for random shit to cover for other people. Give them one more thing if you got it. Like, what's nothing stopped them from before. So, like, if we're catching them, it means we know there's a problem. Why do we need... Why hide this information as well? Why can't we know? Because are you afraid that kids are going to hack into these systems and shut them down? You're going to know because you're going to know it's offline. And then if you're going to keep attacking it, that's how technology works. They can already break into the schools where the password is 1234556 or password, where multiple school boards have been hacked because people are smart enough to get through the really shoddy security. My dad's told me things about security. He doesn't trust it for a second. Yes, exactly, Hero. But that's the grand one that I'm leaving at the end because it needs the least amount of explanation. We were thinking about all these what ifs and how coulds, but at the same time, this is something that doesn't need to be considered, right? We're not trying to save someone. Let's put it this way, right? When you're talking about safety or whatnot, especially when we talk about, let's use CPR as an example. Right? There are times where it can be, especially uncomfortable, when you're trying to manage, let's say, a female, right? You're trying to do CPR and you accidentally, brush across places they're not comfortable, like you're trying to figure out, you slip or you're panicking and whatnot, right? We're not talking about this, right? This should never be a consideration, right? This is not you trying to save them over the side of a boat, right? And you accidentally grab a boob and then all of a sudden it's like, oh no, it's not this is nothing like that. This doesn't need to ever get to that point where we have sound sensors to identify these things. Right? It should never go there. Why are we there then? why have we entered this spot where we think this is okay? We hide the information about the monitoring and who it's coming from. And then they say they'll reveal the results after months of testing. Months of testing. You could set up a sensor in a bathroom for a month if you have a vaping problem, right? Let's put it this way, right? Let's go back to COVID. Let's scar everybody by thinking about COVID. We knew within a month, when people weren't taking good care of socially distancing, that COVID was spreading. Why does it take multiple months for us to check to see if a vaping sensor will work if we have a vaping problem? Why is this always we have to monitor this for months on it? Because it's a deal that they make with a company. That's all it is. They make a deal with the money. That's it. You don't need that long to know if you have a vaping problem, you're going to catch someone vaping. You could just send someone in there with a vape and be like, does it catch them? Boom. It's disturbing. And it scares the absolute shit out of me. And it makes me uncomfortable, not even as a parent. It makes me uncomfortable as a teacher. It makes me uncomfortable as a human being. I don't want, like, I don't know about any sensors that are in the malls where vaping is banned, or any other private places where, or like public places where vaping is banned. I don't want to know now. I'm kind of afraid that these things do exist. And if it becomes a thing, it's like, I don't care if they have to listen to me taking a shit and then it gets picked up on. I don't want them doing that. I don't care for whatever reason. Taking a shit, leave me alone. It's disgusting. And if parents wanted this, they probably didn't want this. If they did, there's something even more disgusting about it. If they think that this is the answer and they're okay with it, there's nothing to be okay with this on. There's literally nothing to be okay with this on. It's gross. Yeah, like, there's gotta be something. There has to be something else. But that's the other thing, too. This also references... If you read this article further, near the end, it references certain things that are missing from school still. Let's see here. Yeah, the human rights codes, right? Well, the ministry does not have a centralized list of preferred detection devices. The government said school boards must comply with various provincial laws, including the Ontario Human Rights Code. I would love to go read privacy legislation and Ontario Human Rights Codes and see where this fits in. What loophole did they find in our privacy legislation that allows for this to happen? And this is the other thing, too. The province says school boards would have the flexibility to decide what security measures are required, including security cameras, motion sensors, safety lighting, and vape detectors. First of all, safety lighting should be in every school, right? In case of a power outage, or if you have any type of emergency. That should be everywhere. The fact that that's not everywhere is kind of weird. Cameras are also in schools. If you're missing security cameras in your school, we've had security cameras when I was in elementary school for the main office and a couple of other places that were just like nobody could see, right? Cameras have always existed. How many more are you going to add? You going to put these in the classrooms now? Where are you going to put these? You can't put them in the bathroom. That's against the rules. Motion sensors? Why? Fucking why? Where are you gonna put them? Back alleys? Like, what are we concerned about? You gonna catch them by them waving their vape across the motion sensor or them walking into a bathroom? Like, I know, Hero. I assume they always find a loophole. I have to, because how does this get through? How does this get through when the legislation is there? I understand that we're breaking the rules because we have somebody running for our country who is literally no security clearance, has broken multiple rules, but still is allowed. We have Donald Trump, who is still allowed to run for office despite the fact that he is the grossest human being in our modern day. What the hell is happening? Like, what in the actual shit is happening? Because we have good people, supposedly, fighting and doing the right thing, yet it's still going on. And we're still having these things happen. Our education minister in Ontario is a moron. He was a financial guy, just like my premier. They're both financial guys before they took their positions. He was given the position by the premier. And he knows nothing about education. He knows nothing about it. He went to private school, so he knows nothing about the public sector. And most of the decisions that he's made has just been cutting. As the education minister, the man who represents public education, he's been using his power to cut his own fucking job. And spend it in places that doesn't help schools. Not enough. And then this happens, where he says, I don't know how to solve this, but you guys figure it out. And then you get this board that thinks it's a great idea to do this. Like, it's... Holy shit, man. I needed to talk about it. I was legitimately slightly hyperventilating with how disgusting and grotesque this entire thing is. It's just this. It's so fucked up, man. And then people wonder why we want to live in our own fantasy worlds and not think about this world. We want to fix this world and we do our best as human beings, as good human beings, which put humanity at the forefront to try and just do the best we can and treat everybody with respect, equity, tolerance, and goodwill. But how long can we dip our head in acid before we have to come up and take a break? And then that's the time when we're all told that we're not doing enough. Yeah. So, there you go. That's the pro-poker rant. It's quite disturbing. Sorry if that made anyone uncomfortable, but it should make you uncomfortable. I hate saying that because I don't purposefully go out of my way to try and talk about things that will make people feel uncomfortable, but if this doesn't make you feel uncomfortable to the fullest extent, you need to reconsider what exactly you are agreeing with in this particular instance. Because I guarantee you, I don't think there's anyone in this community who would be like, yeah, this sounds like a good direction. Not a fucking chance. You'd have to have at least 5 kids so that you can prove you're not gay. Let's put it that way. And if you understand that reference, you know who I'm talking about. If you venerate that individual, then I know exactly who you are. Oh, you didn't hear, Kami? If you have less than 5 kids and you have sex for pleasure, you're gay. Guess I'm gay. I think a lot of us in this chat are suddenly gay. Alright, lads. I shit you not, I'm not making that up. It wasn't a politician, it was our good old friend Tate. Our lovely representation of alpha male. Or Sigma Omega Therian male, whatever. Cited saying, ooh, PP feel good, 38-year-old man, or whatever age he is, saying, ooh, PP feel good. Jesus Christ, dude. If you ever insult education, just remember, we're here because of it. This is why this has happened, because education has fallen off really hard. And it's not the teacher's fault. It's a system problem. Normal ground type. Alright, here we go. Sandstream? Oh, Hippowdon. Oh, normal. Oh, no, that's normal. We're good. Kick it. Good kill. So this Splice run is pretty fun. We got ourselves the 70s mullet Beedrill, as you can see. The Annihilate Beedrill. We're having a good time with it. Good. sand is gone now. Oh, grass steel. You are not gonna like this one. Boop. A Shimbit. I've been enjoying the chaos of this run. It does feel like the other Endless, where it just kind of just goes like that. So if you're just looking for a wild time to catch a lot of things, I need to catch a Zangoot. Oh, Durant. Ooh. A Kleptomania, welcome back. How you doing? You just missed a 20-minute Steam release from my skull exploding on the current state of affairs. How are you? First classic win today. Congratulations. We'll go here. It's gonna be hard to hit without killing it. Do I have balls? I do. I don't think that's weak enough. What did you think of the final fight, the Kleptomania? Toucannon is very powerful. There are a lot of very powerful 3 and 4 costs for sure. I don't know if I could touch this thing more. Well, we have Nature's Madness. It might have Iron Head though, but it is neutral. So if we're trying to catch this, let's just get weird with it. Let's just try and do this by the book. It's fine. It's not doing anything to me. But yeah, like Meowth is extremely good. I would argue Pikachu's pretty good. 20 hit attack? What did you have like multi-lens? Nice, Zangoose is a great Pokemon. Max speed, very good attack stat. Take it, whatever, that's really good actually. Timid is unfortunate. Hustle is Durant's ability, so we don't have to worry about that. I am curious, I should go and check what this does for when you catch them. It's not clear what happens at the end of the Splice, but when you catch something. Lokigrigus. I thought it was Loktaro Gar. Bug Ghost. Bug Ghost, Bug Ghost, Bug Ghost. In the rain? Bug Ghost in the rain. You know. I never played Warcraft. I was an Age of Empires and Command and Conquer guy. Warcraft wasn't actually something that was popular amongst my friends either. World of Warcraft was, but World of Warcraft, like Warcraft wasn't. StarCraft either, right? I only knew about World of Warcraft and MapleStory when I was a kid, and then other stuff like the other Habotel and all those other ones. You actually got the wait, you got 4 multi lenses in 200 rounds? Jesus! Congratulations. This is just a Delmise. It's just Rotom Mow. Perfect. We're gonna catch that. Somehow we're gonna catch that. Yeah, that's very fortunate. That's hard to hit. You had 3 Grip Claws and 4 Multi-Lens. That's 7 Rogues that you picked up, which is, what is it, a 4% chance of it showing up or something absolutely ridiculous? Only 2 luck. This is gonna sound really weird. I know you've only been here for a couple of times, but can I rub your forehead? I am supposed to respect people's boundaries, but like, good luck? Because I have terrible luck. I could have 14 luck and still find nothing. You stole 2 grip... You had a run where there were 2 Grip Claws on Pokemon too? What the shit? I wish there were seeds. I hope one day they put in seeds for this so people could like race seeds to see how they go, because that's bonkers. That's really unreal. Oh, they call you... Wait. Like, do you want to be called Kitten, or do you want to be called a Kleptomania? I'm confused now. People call you Kitten. Is this a story that I will not be weirded out by? Is that your actual... I mean, I don't judge anymore. There are people named after months of the year, so, like, whatever, right? I think we'll stay in like this. I don't know how we're doing this. I guess we're doing this, and then we'll just power whip. Yeah, we'll just power whip. It shouldn't kill. It's dumb eyes. It'll have defense, right? Yeah, there we go. It's not bad. We'll give it a try. We'll see how this goes. I don't know how long we can hold this for, but... Rest it. Ah, interesting. Cats are pretty cool. Son of a bitch. So many critical hits. I'm going for this, though. I mean, there you go. This might kill, though. That's the problem, is this might actually kill. If that's how much Power Whip did, I think Maw Race will actually destroy that. So what I can do here is switch into Tapu Suile and go for Roost. Even though we might eat a couple of uncomfortable hits there. I'd like to go for Nature's Madness and another Roost. We gotta do this with Pokeballs, which is gonna be very tough. Yup, very tough. Nature's Madness. Quell. Ow. Man, you stop that. Nature's Madness. Coil. Grecian! It's fine. I will throw the run for this catch. Come on, dude, be cool. It was close to being cool. It was close. I just want to run a Rotom one day. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We're fine. Get in there, Anadrill. Yeah! So does this mean I get Rotom Mow? Or just Rotom? Okay, we'll just win the next 3 rounds without all my good Pokemon. Easy peasy. Is that another EXP charm? What is happening? Yes, Pokerus is very recommended. What I tend to do, or what I was doing when I was setting up classic runs of Kleptomania, is I was... at night, before going to bed, I would look to see if there was because it resets at 8 p.m. Eastern time, I believe. So, I would look for any runs that I could set up with Pokerus and then bring them to the next day. That way I didn't have to worry about, like, oh, I missed the day of like, I don't have to play, I just need to go into the run with it, right? Druddigon's maxed out. Beautiful. Alright, this is good. There's a Lucky Egg there. We don't really need it, though. We really don't need it. We're good on XP now, I think. Like, we're catching up quite a bit. Bug Ghost, Bug Psychic. What? Why wasn't Crunch super effective against Bug Ghost? Bug doesn't resist dark. What? Am I missing something? Did I misread what I saw? Then again, wait a minute, Hyper Drill hit that. Why did Hyper Drill hit that ghost type? The hell am I missing? I'm trying to think what ability would make that possible where it becomes neutral. Because normalize would mean I'd miss, but it's not with a... What was it fused with? You're fused with... I can't tell. Volcarona. Maybe it wasn't Bug. Maybe it was... Poison? Because Venomoth, right? Yeah, maybe it was just Poison. Maybe I just saw the thing wrong. It's quite possible. No big deal. Epic Shiny Drifloon. That is... very fortunate. Yeah, they implemented them a few days ago. I'm gonna move the golden egg to you. No, I can't, because you're my pivot. Even though I love 70s rock or Beedrill, I can't move that over to him. I'm gonna move this over to you though. What else are you holding? Nothing. Okay, cool. Let's just... Dramatic? Ninja Muck! Ninja Muck! You look weird. And you're weak to Play Rough. If I still had it. I still have it! I've been mementoed. Thanks. Can you imagine the Endure tokens worked on self-death moves? Wouldn't that be cute and awesome and totally not fair? Perhaps. Kekleolga. Kekleolga, huh? Normal flying. Two Manaphy eggs. I think your friend, and I'm not gonna try and point fingers. I think your friend's cheating, because that's some damn freaking good, easy, like, that's sub-percentage luck. That is exceptional. Yeah, can we all have that? I'm currently looking to, like, move out with my girlfriend. We're just trying to have the market be in a better spot, if you don't mind. I'm gonna do that to get the speed, even though it won't do as much damage. Because now I can move faster, try and drop the attack stat. He bound me with adaptability. Alright, I'm gonna go for... That's fine, I'm gonna go for Iron Head here. Try and get a flinch. It's doing way more, too. Because I don't have stab on it. No! Unfortunate. The crit para into the choke death. Is Discord being funky? Let me see. Mine's still up. Is yours just not letting you send messages? Ironically, Zeph was actually having issues with it the other day and she had to reinstall. I think sometimes Discord just kind of gets tired of its current state and just decides, you know what? Remove me! Shiny. Damn it. Looking for that Regigigas egg. From the normal eggs, of course. Cool. Can't sign in. Sign in. Interesting. I always leave mine signed in, so. A Grahalape. Grafia Annihilate? Dang. I could have swore I saw this symbol. Maybe I just saw it wrong. Or Calodon Levani. That sounds wild. Mine hasn't logged me out, so yeah. You're getting Circle of Death? Interesting. No, I haven't had that issue today. But I'm like, let me see if I switch servers. No, yeah. Oh, okay, let me check my phone. I don't know. Maybe just having a glitch in the system. I don't know what to tell you, unfortunately. Like, she was having random disconnections, and then she just had... But she had it for multiple days, so if it persists for maybe 2 or 3 days, Harry, I would just reset your... Or just, like, uninstall and reinstall, or just do it now. At least it's fast. Like, it screws up a bunch, but at least it's quick, right? I need a way to beat dragon types. Ghost Poison we can crunch the crap out of. Oh, I do have a way to beat it. It's Tapu Suile. Yeah, minor work, yeah. I don't know. No! Just get Bolt Beam, true. I don't stay in runs long enough to get Bolt Beam. Do you guys want me to stay in the runs longer than 250? I know you're gonna say do whatever you want, New, but like legitimately, do you want me to stick with some of these? Because right now I'm just really enjoying being able to catch and like play with more Pokemon, not just the same Pokemon going to level 4,000. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm just curious for content-wise. Pounce, who's learning? Oh, interesting. I'm gonna take the Lumberry, I think. Oh god, who doesn't have a Lumberry? So I don't have to stack those by accident. Oh, nobody has a Lumberry. Oh, you have a Lumberry. Okay, sure. Ooh. Really a risk. Which typing again? Fighting Poison. Might not be half bad. I'm gonna cash this with Pokeballs, but we're gonna do it. First try. No, well, it might be better speed on Grookey. It's not terrible. Oh, that will be happening, Klepto. Don't worry. We'll be doing challenge runs. Crap, that doesn't help me in this run, does it? Right? How does that work? How does catching in Spliced Endless work with Ability Charm? Or just in general, how do abilities work with catches? That's 2 rogues, by the way. Let me see here if there's anything. Game questions. It does work, but like, how do I... So there's just a chance when I go check my Pokemon, I'm gonna have an ability from the first Pokemon. I just won't know about it. Yeah, they're spliced. That's why I'm curious. I'm just gonna ask in the Discord. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. Like, because the thing is, you usually get the feedback because you see it on the Pokemon, but in fused modes, you see the ability comes from the second Pokemon. So I know I'm going to unlock things from the first Pokemon in terms of IVs, but I don't know about abilities because the abilities come from the second. That's where I'm a bit lost. I just want to see, because if not, I'll take Rogue Balls, no problem. It just kind of feels weird because I'm being offered Ability Charm. This could be a decent opportunity to maybe get lucky with a poke or two, maybe. But I just want to know. It's good to know for the future so I can also tell other people if they have that question. I can't believe we're still trying to keep the spoilers for the final boss. I understand it. I'm actually kind of amazed that people take it that seriously. I'm not going to be answered, am I? Because I'm not a normal person. Damn it, I didn't make friends in the Discord. Now I have no one to answer. Oh, here we go. It keeps track of what the ability of the first Pokemon is. If it has a hidden ability, the Splice Pokemon's ability to be displayed in yellow when you catch it. Oh, shit. Cool. Okay, so it keeps track of what the ability of the first Pokemon is, so we are unlocking potentially random abilities for Pokemon. If it has a hidden ability, the Splice Pokemon's ability will be displayed in yellow. That's cool. Okay, so it is worth taking. So we'll take it, and we might actually just luck into. So even if it's not the correct hidden ability, it will show that we've gotten a hidden ability for the first Pokemon caught. Neato. There you go, chat. We're learning together. I'll get hit once to destroy this thing. Easy peasy. Maybe we do stick with this run for a little longer. A Gothorn? Golden Go Therathorn. It's got some funky moves. How do I hit this thing with kindness? Alright, Scarro, you got this. Just don't kill him. Easy peasy. You're gonna have defense. It's gonna have defense, so this should be fine. It actually I forgot. The moment I click Brick Break, I'm like, oh yeah, I have 2 black belts. It's mostly dead. And all of a sudden, it's like, nope. Okay. Okie dokie. Oh, fuck you. Man. I didn't know it still has self-destruct. Oh well. I'm never gonna know when it has self-destruct. Oh, this person who answered me plays Splice mode exclusively. They're my new best friend. Well, on top of chat, but you know what I mean. You're all my new best friends. Even if you're not new. And can you imagine just going through like Groundhog Day just for friends though? Like every day you just make the same new best friends? You're like a dog. Oh, you gave me food today? You're my new best friend again. I guess it'd be more of a cat thing, where they change allegiances based on who feeds them. That's my experience with Milo. He likes me when my dad's not around because he can't maul my dad, so I'm the next male that he can beat up. That's the whole point. Thanks for the follow. Welcome in. How you doing? I'm gonna take the citrus berry because I can. Is that Silk Scarf? I want that. A Maraude? Not a Maserati, just a Maraude. Holy crap, Floppa, thank you very much for the sub with Prime. Very kind of you. From the top, you're a fellow nooblet now. That gives you benefits in the Discord and everything else, which will be changing in May, so... What's going on? Endless Splice mode. We're just catching a bunch of Pokemon. Just hanging out. Scum it. We should be able to catch... Marowak's gonna be hard to catch. But we can tank this out quite well. I do want the Silk Scarf, which means we're gonna have to get rid of the Anadrill. We're gonna have to get rid of the Angsty Teenager. People's data are getting corrupted right now? What do you mean it's getting corrupted right now? Is that... Oh, did they just announce this? Don't worry, your data is fine. Something just went wrong with an update that I haven't figured out yet. Well, according to the dev, you don't need to be worried. They just made the announcement. Splice Endless is pretty cool, Floppa. It takes you so if you've ever played Endless, where you start with the 15 points, it basically takes your starter Pokemon, fuses them with anything, and the progression going through the levels has similarly strengthed Pokemon fused together. So you won't just find in the first area a Caterpie mixed with an Arceus. It'll be like a Caterpie mixed with a Weedle or a Rattata mixed with a Yungoos, and it'll slowly scale itself up. So it's pretty fair. I would like a little bit more of a chaotic endless splice mode. Or just like a pure random mode, but maybe that makes it too easy for meta progression farming or whatnot. But, like, I don't care. It's PvE, so, like, who cares? It should never matter. Man, I don't want to lose Angsty Teenage or Beedrill. We're gonna have to, though, if I want that. Yeah, I like Chaos Mode. That's what we play on this channel. We play a lot of Chaos Modes, a lot of randomizers with Chaos rules. Just... It's the thing. It's the shtick. Now, Maraudy, if you don't mind just rolling into the ball peacefully. Thank you. We're going to take it for the Silk Scarf. We have a floating slot right now to take stuff for. Regular Endless? Regular Endless is fun. I made it up to 250 on one of my runs with very, very terrible items. Might I add. This guy looks like he's just relaxing on a hammock. Who's got a normal move? You do, actually. Zinc. Maybe I should start jacking up this guy. 770 and 650. Congrats. I'm just playing around with a bunch of different Pokemon, so I haven't actually seen how far I can go. Why are you coughing at me? That's so rude. Wait a minute, that's a Alolan Raichu. What do you got? Metal Coat? Do we have any steel? We do have Steel moves. I guess we're trying to catch a Coffachu. Ghost Psychic? Okay. No, that's not very nice. Oh, get out of here. Really? Oh yeah, 3 20% in a row, huh? I'm sure that's how that works. Nice crit. Did he lower my thing again? I can't hit him again, can I? Shit. Alright, Sweetlay. Between crits and 20% chances, this game definitely has a broken stat of some kind with the number of things that happen. It's slightly unbelievable how much bad luck happens in this. This is, you know what this is? This reminds me of the Showdown effect, where you would, when you played Pokemon Showdown, people believed that they were just like, the RNG was broken because of the number of times that Scald would burn. I was there. No, there is no Alolan Pikachu to my knowledge, unless there is, and I don't know about it. Alolan Raichu, I don't actually remember. I guess, I don't know. No, this would give me a Mask IVs anyways. Is there an Alolan Pikachu? I thought it was just Pikachu and Alola. Yeah. Fuse a Tinkaton with a Tinkaton, you get a Tinkaton. Yes, actually. Shoutouts to us playing Infinite Fusion, and the first legendary we found was Raikou. It was just Raikou with Raikou. It's just a stronger Raikou. Or the same Raikou, but it looked cooler. That's Surge Surfer, that's kind of neat. Alright, bye, Maraudy. We're just here to rob this Pokemon and leave it in the dust. I feel bad about it, but also I don't. It's Pokemon. Okay. Metal Coat, please. Over to the Metal User. Steel User. You know what I mean. Alright, what are you holding? Nothing of value. Quaff. We haven't actually checked how strong this Azumarill or this Arbomarill has been. Let's do a quick check on it. How strong are you right now with huge power? Casual 638 damage attack stat. It's pretty good. Money. Goldern? Dang. No. Guess we stay in and miss. You have to evolve Pikachu on an island. That is good to know, thank you. Yeah, there are certain things that I just, like, those intricacies I'm not aware of. So any and all information you can throw at us, we'll take. Sarugragus. I would like more Armor Rouge stuff. I don't know how we catch this with Pokeballs. Carefully, I guess is the answer. Ghost Fire? Okay, good. Oh, I have Mummy. This is actually spectacular. Now I don't do as much damage. Or I can miss. It's cool, too. I love Fog. Anyone want to start a petition in the Discord to eliminate Fog as a status? Or as a weather condition? Really don't like Fog. It's very silly, in my opinion. Pull Team Snow. That's a word. Okay. How well do you take this? Good. Just get several X accuracies, I suppose. Just have Magical Leaf forehead. You're right. Why didn't I think of that? Okay, it's the last round. Yay! Do you have anything I want? I actually have a few things I could rob off of you. Sure, let's do it. King Gaw. Is that Haunch Crow? Unfortunately, well, that would get Super Luck or whatever Haunch Crow gets. Early Bird? How fascinating. Unfortunately, because I don't get to take these items, I just realized I can't catch this and take it. I'll catch it, though, just to... It doesn't have any items on it, but I would like to get more... I don't think I have a Poniard, actually. Goodness. Protected by Psychic Terrain. Got him? This thing sounds cool. Nice. It's bad. What was that move? Copperance? That must be King Gambit's attack that I don't know about. Minus attack plus... Oh, you have modest 8 soul dues. Yes, officer in here, one of the mods, his Landorus T Groudon fusion had something like 17,000 attack and 1 special attack. Because it was adamant. Okay. Rob. Yeah. Like, actually 1. It just said 1. It was very funny to look at. This game's great. This game does a really good job with what it tries to accomplish. There are still some shining spots that I'd say I'd like fixed, but nothing that's gonna make me be like, this game sucks, don't play it. This game is very accessible to a lot of players, and that's, I think, my favorite thing about it. Sound of logistic drones, hell yeah. How close are you to launching your factory, Kami? Sabledactyl? Interesting. I don't have a Sableye yet. You know, it's 90% accurate, not 10, right? Just, I'll remind you. Got it. Shit. Fine, I'll go over here. Ultra Ball, go. There Have any items I want? No. Modest Sableye. Oh, that blesses me with greatness. Thanks. Because modest is what I need. Honestly, Floppa, this is a great break. We play a lot of Nuzlockes and randomizers on this channel, so we do like Archipelago, and if basically we could take a game and make it not play the way the game's supposed to play. That's what we do here. PokeRogue was pointed out to me by Officer Ahmad in this channel, and I'm very skeptical about fan games and ROM hacks and stuff like that, because I oftentimes find that they're just made hard for the sake of being hard to make a game that is not difficult be balls hard, and I do that enough with my own randomizer Nuzlockes. While trying to put enough strategy into it without just being, you know, pulling teeth. This game is extremely, in my opinion, extremely deserving of all the attention that it's gotten. Very biased because I'm having fun with it, obviously. But if you asked me as a non-Pokemon player or a player of a long time, should I play this game? I would 100% say yes without hesitation. Oh, cool, Kami. I tried Radical Red. It didn't have enough randomization in it for me. Unless they've changed that. It is one of the better ROM hacks. But it just didn't have it. Like I like playing with randomized movesets and everything too. Like we don't just say chaos for the sake of saying chaos. Like we do like our chaos here. Sablemore. Okay. I would like to catch more Sableyes. Live this and I'll catch you. Weak! I don't think anyone wants to learn. Honestly. I don't know. Anyone hurt? You want a little sip? Here, have a little sip. Sibliok? What are you mixed with? Squawkabilly. Is that called Sablioquabilly? Jesus. What really surprised me, though, about Radical Red was the fact that you couldn't randomize the gyms. That's the one we played, right? Yeah. You couldn't randomize the gyms? Or trainers, like, only your stuff and everything that you randomize with that, and then the enemy is just incredibly optimized, which I think is what sort of drew me away from it. Not a bad idea, like, it's to each their own. I like more of the funny storytelling type of challenge runs rather than... Like, if I'm being random that hard, I'd like the enemy to have some kind of random with that as well, right? Otherwise, it just becomes sort of roulette and waiting for something to happen. That's my take on it. Fly. Okay, you're in the red. Disable is fine. It's not fine anymore. That's fine. Can I throw a ball at you while you're in the air? Oh, I can. Weird. Hey, our Sableye's a little better now. He's got bold. That's actually okay, because we'll be using, like, foul play on Sableye. Not gonna complain about that. Nice. We gotta get the shiny Crab Brawler so we can do the Gen 9 run again. We found that one randomly in the DLC. That was wonderful. Okay, cool. Max special attack Sneasel, not necessary, but we have it. Triple Axle's a great starting move for it. Water Psychic. It's just hard to remember who hits what with what. I'm high enough level, I should outspeed you. Oh, I also have the Flame Charge. Oh, we switched areas though, so it doesn't matter. Either way, we're still faster. Cinderace making this Mawile very quick. I will take the PP up for the boost. He became so big, they no longer refer to him as Gigalith. Just Gigalot. He just gigs a lot. This man's out there making a good hustle. Aren't we all? Rock Poison. The Endure tokens are an interesting The tokens themselves are interesting because you do need them. I actually talked about this in a video I'm going to be putting out next week. They make sense because you need the game to get harder and endless, or it's just actually going to be just playing Pokemon and mashing buttons for thousands of levels with no change in your strategy. Some of them are very fascinating. Like the one that basically guarantees you get statused is very obnoxious and very money consuming. After a certain point, it just makes things just way too obnoxious. You have a great day, Kami. Enjoy the yard work. The Endure tokens, I think, are actually not that terrible. They lowered the chances of it. They used to be 5% per up to 50%. Now they're 2.5 up to 25. So that's manageable, right? Simultaneously, the strategies that you would most likely, from what I've seen people who get really deep into Endless are using, they don't affect too much because you tend to start gravitating towards fixed damage moves, multi-lens, multi-hit moves, non-volatile moves like Leech Seed or Fire Spin or stuff like that. So even if they live that one hit, you have to take the hit. You're still working around the Endure. Yeah, like if you take a look at the things at the top, right? I think the status one's kind of really strange. The damage one felt oppressive, but I also have a really crappy Endless run that I maintained. We had one EXP all for 250 floors. One. So the levels became very disparaged. I stayed in. Yeah, it's horrible. It was awful. We had I think I could show you. I could show you after we get to after we get past this thing. Just live. Or don't. That's cool. Candy Jar till 3:30? Oh my lord. Yeah, XP is very OP in this game. It's necessary. Harry Lord. I don't know, I saw Harry's face. It doesn't really look like this. Water fighting? You look like in the morning. You look like you didn't breathe through the night. Jesus, man. Get a better pillow. You're like, yeah. Let me show you the run. Let me show you the first endless run I ever did. Like that's the endless run that we did ever first, right? Like take a look at the difference in levels, and that's with one candy jar. Yeah, it's with one candy jar and one EXP all. It's sad, I know. The best part is, though, like, the Magirna was the reason we beat the Eternatus, right? Because its typing just basically shuts down Eternatus all the way through, except for Flamethrower, and then we had something to take Flamethrower, too. But this Pokemon, like, Whimsicott, Toxtricity, and Type Null were my starting team. So, to see it like this, and I think I had Honedge on there too, so like, these were all the starting Pokemon, and you could just see the difference in it. It's still a really strong run. It's undeniable. Like, it's still a really good run, because I'm having a level 202 beat up the 230s, because the enemy doesn't level up nearly as much as your cap does. So on the bright side, at least you can keep that going. But, one Candy Jar and one EXP all, it made for some very, like, you could even just, like, look at the difference. It's not even these charms. These charms don't make the difference, I think. I think it's all EXP alls. I'd rather have an EXP all than a charm. But then again, I haven't had a run where I've had all EXP alls and no charms, because you always get a guaranteed charm. But EXP all definitely does make a huge difference for how I see my team being viable to be switched between. What do you mix with? Superior. Ooh. It's got some speed. Yeah, there you go. Whatever you need to get through, right? Wow, it happened. We have Ultra Balls. Really? Another Uxie? You couldn't give me any of the legendary? I'm gonna catch another one? Uxie Kuno. Okay. How am I catching this? This isn't going to be very thing. Yes, yes they are. So you'll still only get the candies from the first... Basically the way that it works is when you catch a Splice Pokemon, you get the IVs and the ability, you won't know until you get out, of the first Pokemon of the fusion. So here it's Uxie, so we'll get Uxie IVs. This won't be strong enough to take out 3 bars. It's not even strong enough to take out 1 bar. Yeah. I need some status on this thing. I gotta bring it lower. Do you have more heals? You have 1 more Citrus Berry. Okay, so what I'm gonna have to do here is break that Citrus Berry with Suile. Or that happens. Oh, that happens too. Okay. Flinch it? Ah, you need to get the flinch. Speed, Spadef, everything. I've gotten 1 Master Ball, and I used it on this Tapu Suicune. Of all of my time playing, of the multiple streams we've done of this, I've seen 1. Alright. Here we go. Not even close. No, we're just gonna whip. Come on. Sheer cold! Yeah, you're with that. That's fine. That's not fine, but, like, you know what I mean. Holy Christ. He pays the tax. Hey, our Uxie's okay now. It's got a speed stat. Sure, I'll take it over this thing. Whatever. Six Master Balls. Damn, dude. Rain-chan. But Rain-chan. I've lost all of my color, Rain-chan. It's going back to Slon-chan back in the yesterday. Hi, officer. God damn it. How you doing today, man? No, you've been here. How is your day going? Excuse me? Dugtrioacle. Dugtrioacle. Not at home right now? Oh, that's fair. Cool. Dugtrioacle. Hyper drill. Hope to God I don't kill. I'm definitely killing. Oh my God, that's right. Poor Barbaracle. I should take the balls here. We're getting enough XP, I don't need to worry about taking that stuff. Sandabro and... Ah, yes, new brand of baloney, now with a little bit extra kick to it, the Broloney. Or Brolone, if you'd like to wear it. Ooh, Raichan? I mean, when you ask, can we ask out in the open, I guess it's been asked. I won't condone it, but I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. What do I want more, a Sandaconda or... Oh God, what the hell's the name of the Bramblegeist? What's the baby version of Bramblegeist? Bramblegast, my bad. Ah, I haven't Nuzlocke Gen 9 yet. Well, I did, but I didn't have to use Bramblegast's basic Evo. Oh, what? Maybe we'll go for the Geist. Easier to set up. Lingering aroma? What does that mean? Oh shit, he's getting himself killed. Stop that. Hey. Bramblin. There we go. It's been painful. No better heals. Enough. Crookazam? Damn. So this thing's got speed and a special attack, but unfortunately its attack stat has been subdued. Do I have Lingering Aroma? Oh no, I still have Lingering Aroma. I don't know. Can he? But can he though? I mean, yes, he can cut harder with the spoons, I guess. But technically, no, because Alakazam's actually weakening Crookazam. Like, if you gave Crocodile a spoon, right? Crocodile just, like, put it in its teeth, you know what I mean? Like, just straight out slash you with, or stick it on the end of its nose. That'd be even better, an extension of its nose. But now that Alakazam's in there, I don't know. I feel like the physical Alakazam agenda is getting a little too strong in this channel, and I want to remind everybody that we play to win here. Totally, we play to win here. We would never attempt to win a Nuzlocke with a physical Alakazam and make it to the end with it. Not once have you ever seen that. That is true. Maintaining some kind of civil order is imperative. Never. No, never. How could I possibly win with such weird Pokemon? It's just not possible, man. Orthwanator? Orthwan, you were the chosen one. It was said you would join in the ball, not beat it. Okay, just take this hit and we're good to go, right? You didn't live the hit, you bastard. That wouldn't be. Turret gives a lot of defense. Okay, we can go back to the fog place now. I have 2x accuracies. Weird. Outrage TM. No. Balls? Yes. Excuse. Alright, I do tongue twisters for a living. Sigididon? Sigididgon? Sididigon. Holy crap. Psychic Dragon with the Drudagon fusion. I would like to catch another Sigilif. I'll get the hell out of here. Seriously, officer, do you want to start streaming? I don't think I should be streaming anymore. I think you need to start streaming. You can take my channel. I've already done half the work for you. Maybe you'll be more successful than me. I've been here for 9 years, enjoying every step of the way, but incredibly depressed at progress. That shouldn't have been so funny. But the point is, yeah. Gravity. Ooh. That's fine. Oh, maybe I should make my way up there then to try and get more legendaries. That's probably worth it then, right? Would that be more worth it on endless mode or splice to endless? Probably the same, right? Because the fusions follow the same algorithm of looking for similarly strength Pokemon. If anything, probably endless... I don't know. Because one could argue spliced endless opens up potentially more broken opportunities with mixed movesets and abilities, but it also means your opponent has that. Versus endless, where there's kind of just that sort of find the big man and keep going. I don't know what would actually be easier. Yeah. But if it's more random... Like, I'm just thinking, if you try and bring good Pokemon, try and splice them with decent moveset. Like, you bring a Pokemon with a good moveset and just try and hope to God you get a good one. You just keep resetting, maybe. I don't know. Anyone need Sludge Bomb? Not these three. Anyone order a bowl of Unon? Why is this here? Is this just the way you catch unknowns? Well, we gotta add to the alphabet, I suppose. Oh, bitch, that hurts. Stop? That really hurts. You're dying to a Minun, by the way. Just throw that out there. Nice. I guess. Yeah, I guess so, huh? Yeah, that's fair. Maybe I should do that then. Get a better, like the other endless mode. I don't know. Do we stick with that Sil Valley run? That Sil Valley run doesn't feel like it's gonna go, like it will go far, but I feel like we're just gonna have a lot of struggles. Maybe we just try and reset an endless run, just farm it out as much as we can so we can start doing the challenge runs. Don't want Icicle Spear on that Uxie? Not really. They don't have good attack stat. I guess we'll just take the elixir. A Natto. Why do all the unknown fusions sound like food? I mean, I guess we could try to catch the X. Just kidding. X marks the spot. Drill here, please. Noperian. Gothiana. That name actually works. Level 203 boss. Yikes. I'm gonna stay in. Because... Oh, Tapu Suile's really hurt. Shit. Alright, yeah. That's okay. We're gonna go for the Surf anyways. Okay, good. That did a lot of damage. Holy crap. And then we should be fine here. That will go for the Roost. Actually, no. Go for the attack because you're going to be healing anyways. We'll go for the Hyper Drill. And then you're going to go for the Moonblast, which kills. That's fair, yeah. Oh, we didn't break the... Oh, I thought we broke the bar. That's okay. We got there. Dying quite often. Rip. Lucario. Oh, mixed with Lucario. That's funny. I have a Venonat. Yeah, see, now we're hitting the point where we don't need to take lures per se if we want to catch Pokemon because we have enough charms that everybody's hitting max. Right, that also means I don't need to be passing around the lucky eggs anymore. We are in a safe position here. We can keep grinding. Very good. I don't know, here. Have this. Grargeist. Sure. Poison Grass. Wonder if they'll ever add an item in this game that will allow you to have just better luck, not with shinies. Unless you always just have to find shinies to increase your run's luck chance. It would be nice to have a little bit of an artificial, like even if it didn't raise it by much. Cap it at +3 luck. Just something to not make you have to rely on having shinies. You know what I mean? It's a Wookiee. It's a Dubwookadile. I mean, that's fair, officer. Linda? Oh, sorry, Orinda. My apologies. What you got? Yeah. Yeah, that's the other thing, too, right? Like, shinies don't help they help. It's an RNG factor, right? Not having a full shiny thing isn't gonna ruin your run, because when you really break it down, 14 luck does what? A 1 in 10 chance things transform? That's the equivalent of getting confusion from using confusion. So if you're gonna play those odds, cool, but those odds are just nice, which makes me feel like you shouldn't have to hold a team of shinies, especially if they're not shinies you're gonna use, in order for you to just have better odds. You know what I mean? I guess it depends on how you want to play it, but it would be cool to have an item that's just like, here, have a, I don't know, use Lucky Punch. Use, I mean, they repurposed Lucky Punch to Golden Punch. What can we use? And we got coins in the game already. What item can we use in Pokemon just to increase luck? Luck Incense. Just literally give us Luck Incense and, like, cap, like, here, plus 1 luck. Caps up to 3. X luck? Actually, you know what, Floppa? That wouldn't even be a terrible take either, right? It's kind of the risk of you invest. Like, that'd be cool if they gave you a, here, this gives you a +5 luck for 5 rounds. You know, you give up 1 round to try and get lucky in the other round. I wouldn't mind that either. Just something different from it just being shinies. I'm not saying that because I don't have a lot of shinies. It's another option where it's just not stuck on your team. I can imagine it would, officer. Ah, yes, you're one of my teammates, and here's the storm, an Audent. I see what typing you are. Doesn't matter. I'm just gonna chop you in the. Oh, I don't own this. I would like to own this. Fusemons combine their luck, so if they're both shiny, they count as 2. Nice. It's awful. It's the hourglass figure again. I hate it. Interesting. But even so, that still doesn't make me... Because the thing is, you would have to take... I know you're going to meme and say yes, but are you going to keep a shiny Paris on your team the whole time? I'm going to keep picking on Paris. Just because I'm hurt about that Draco Meteor Parasect that kept ruining our Mystery Dungeon run. But... like, how many shinies are you actually going to have? Like, you'd have to be really far to then get a good team of shinies that you're going to keep and not replace. I know you have a shiny Paris, and I'm telling you to dump it. It ain't worth shit. I'm just mad because Parasect has ruined my runs before. I've lost a ton of Nuzlocke to Parasect, ironically. Ooh, Slovern. It's a name for it. Also a typing for it that terrifies me. Yeah, I know. I did use Paris a lot for classic runs because of the one cost of the fact that it had Effect Spore. So Effect Spore can help me get through some things. I'm not sleeping on its effectiveness. I'm just saying, like, there's a point where you're going to find something better than it and you want to mix it up, you know what I mean? Oh, I'm going to be so greedy with this. Yeah, buddy. Alright, we have a Swirlix. Eruption. Oh, your face. What happened to it? Dark Ground. Okay. Nice. Ooh, way better. Its attack, its speed is still garbage, but the attack is slowly climbing. I don't know, I look forward to the development of the meta progression of this game. I do hope that the meta progression doesn't remain just catching Pokemon, hatching Pokemon, and going from there. That can become a very long grind without having some, like, obviously challenge runs is how you get past that, but... it'll take you forever to max IVs everything and get 3 shinies and everything, so, like, the meta progression is smart to hook Pokemon players, because, well, yeah, get wrecked Pokemon players. You all have an obsession. You have a Lumberry. You don't have a Lumberry anymore. I have a Lumberry. Avant-galgi. Alright. It does sound very powerful. Anyways, kick it in the face. Just kidding. Oh, no. Ooh. You won't go for it twice. Thought so. The snow actually kept it alive. Boom. Ma'am on top. That's a bold statement you're doing there, game. Glan Lee. Is this thing just going to grow legs out of its bottom and it becomes an egg? They're both ice fighting. Chop that. You moonblast these guys. Oh, son of a bitch. He actually grew legs. But I'm alive. Once again, the magical pixel that you could totally see. Now working in our favor. No! But I tossed my angsty Beedrill. Why would you do this to me, you bastard game? Ugh, fine. We'll take it. Oh yeah, crap. What are you mixed with? Cyclozar. That's tragic, and I don't have health for this. Yeah, but what am I tossing for it? You tell me to toss a legendary for it? I mean, I'm okay with tossing Uxikuno. Normal, electric. We'll have ground moves. We'll have dragon moves. Apparently it'll have Zap Cannon. Okay. That's a lot of damage. 200 down. Epic. Oh! Okay. This thing is a physical attacker or a special attacker? I can't remember. I'm either going to be really happy or really sad, but unless we got Iron Bundle, that means we can now catch this on classic runs. If we find them. Neat. Bouncy Bubble? That's cool. Nonetheless. We got another one. 10% chance they just don't die. Wiggly Zing. That sounds very happy and looks extra fat. I have no idea why it's extra bumpy like that. Ooh. Higher chance at Regigigas. The Pokenoob is satisfied. Do I have Jigglypuff yet? Never know. We'll never know anymore. That's a physical attack, you fool. I know, Petal Blizzard sounds like such a weird attack, how it's a physical attack. Solar Blade made sense for the physical version of Solar Beam. But Petal Blizzard, just because Blizzard's in the game, doesn't sound like a physical attack, you know what I mean? Ribobat. Sounds like something to be sold at a Whole Foods store. Yeah, but like, you don't physically go in there and, like, usually a special attack implies you're throwing or projecting something, right? Maybe we just haven't had a good animation, because the only animation we can really go off of Because in the games, it even shows it as like a tornado around them. And with Venusaur and Pokemon Unite, it's a tornado around you. That's not physical. Sure, you're there doing it, but like, I don't know. That is a good point. Rock Throw is physical. I guess Rock Slide is physical too. So I guess the explanation would be because you are actually physically causing something to happen, but then how does that work differently from Blizzard? I guess you're picking up the petals, similar to how you pick up a rock. Overthinking things that don't need to be overthought. The stream, of course. Weather magic. You know, I studied meteorology so I could be a geography high school teacher. Just to work on the internet one day, I'd hear someone say Blizzard is weather magic. I like that, though. I'm gonna remember that next time. Alright, guys, today we're learning weather magic. Holy shit, what's that? Wait until you learn what a barometer tells you about. Vapor magic. Wiggly Quinn, okay. Normal flying. So we don't have an ice move. We need an ice move. Actually, I can catch this now. Or it could be a pain in the ass like that. I trained to be a high school teacher for phys ed and geography. Unfortunately, I had some health things that got in the way of that. That is a terrible Jigglypuff. And then I started doing some tutoring and then lost my job with that because I got ill and had to quit my job. So, as it stands, currently I am a trained teacher. I did public speaking teaching for a year as well. But currently I am a full-time streamer looking for work. What level are we on? 204? I'll invest. It's tagged educational because a lot of the randomizers we play and a lot of challenges we play, Is that Eternal Floette? I can't tell. Is that Eternal Floette? That is Eternal Floette, right? We definitely want to catch that. Yeah, it shows it. Yeah, it's Eternal Floette. Cool. No, a lot of the games that we play, because I either play them without any prior knowledge or I go throughout the time. I try to make my content as educational as possible, so if other people want to play the game or get an idea on what the game can offer. I don't play meta. I never have. I started as a competitive Pokemon player back in 2012 or 2011 on YouTube, and then moved over to the Pokemon TCG, and then became a Nuzlocker in 2017. But I've always made it a point that in games I don't. Yeah, it's Emolga. I've always made it a point that the goal of my content is to show people the other ways that you can play the game instead of just always playing the best stuff, or showing what the best stuff does and explain that to people too. But there are enough people creating content that emphasizes the most optimal strategies. That can be taught while also showing other ways on how the game works, if that makes sense. That's what we specialize in this channel. But yes, I am a teacher, and I care very deeply about a lot of educational concepts. And, love talking education. I mean, I wouldn't say it's cringe. I think it's just for different people, right? There's nothing wrong with playing the game the most optimally. I follow u.gg when I play League of Legends because I don't care to learn the new movesets or the new builds, and I've been out of it for 7 years. But otherwise, there's a lot of content about it already, and when I decided what kind of content I wanted to continuously run, I decided on, you know what? I would rather just showcase what the game does, because a lot of I feel like on Twitch I never bash creators, and this is not a time that I'm going to bash creators, a lot of content that people show on Twitch is either high-octane gameplay or community-focused. And as such, me and my lovely brain that loves to hate doing the easy parts wanted to find a way to do both. So, the whole origin of my name is I have shining moments and I'm incredibly intelligent, but I'm also human and I make the dumbest mistakes ever. So, if I'm playing a game for fun, that means I want to play the game in its entirety until I've done playing it, right? Which is why for PokeRogue, I'm really looking forward to running random team comps, sub-chosen team comps, things like this that we're going to be bringing the more that I've farmed out the game. I just want to get in a good spot where we have good content that we can actually make that happen for people. But if I want to stand out, for me, standing out is making sure that I'm producing content that I don't just feel like I'm copy-pasting directly and just always trying to be the best. I did that in my competitive time, and it just stressed me out. I learned really quickly my expertise is very much being able to showcase a game and sell a game and show what it can be done without always having to showcase the best play of it. Because sometimes the funniest moments of a game don't come out of being the best or always having rage bait, right? Yeah, nothing wrong with those. But I put my foot down on what kind of content I wanted to make, and I think it's pretty successful. Oh yes, the Carabiet. Rock bug. That is tragic. That's good, actually. Keep doing that. Even better. No, let me catch a Carbink. I can't wait for people to choose Carbink in the future. Oh, that's nice. I do too. It's kind of weird that it's similar to Alola Mola and Love Disc, how Carbink didn't lead into Diancie, or how Dunsparce didn't lead into Drampa. We got something way better into Dunsparce. Shit. Yeah, it's a neat looking little Pokemon. Kill my flying type. Why are you so hard to catch? You're a Carbink! Get in the ball! You're not even a fairy type anymore. Was it? There we go. All it took was 2 sacrifices. Oh, it has Illuminate too. So remember, Illuminate acts as a lure if you keep it in your active spot. Rogue Balls are awesome. We don't have enough money to bring these back. It's okay, we can win without Tapu Suile. Totally. I imagine that's how the sun will look when the end times come. I don't know why I said that, but here we are. And we will refer to it as Soul Ramarant. Just something super complex while we get lost trying to say it and then forget what's actually happening. You're older than you thought? Age, like most things, are a number. For example, I'm 32, but I feel 80. Because of everything I've gone through, so, you know. It's been older though, right? The Diancie movie can't only be 6 years ago. Oh my god, that came out in 2014. Woo! Watched it 6 years ago, it came out 10 years ago. You were close. Nugget. Bro Buzz? That's a very thick Pokemon, actually. That's a very thick Pokemon. If you're gonna make yourself that easy to catch. Why do I dance with them? It's not my rain dance, it's your rain dance. Interesting. Where's not it? Listen. Doug Trio Clefable. Yikes. Sometimes if you just say it, hero, you take ownership of it. We only fear things that we cannot control or have a plan for. I feel like Sandstorm was kind of ripped off. Now that I think about it, like Rain Dance, Snowscape, Snow Warning, but then there's Hail and Sandstorm. Sunny Day. Nah, just Sandstorm. Your ground typing concerns me. Oh, you have huge power, and that's all that matters. Wow. Holy shit, man. The W! We've been handed the dub! And cosmic power. Ooh, another fucking Spinda. It gets better every egg. Yay. Okay. Show what's neat. Stats in most of the right places. Shed tail. Yeah. I keep forgetting that it's a bald Spinda. I don't even pay attention. I'm just like, oh yeah, bald Spinda, whatever. The Cloyster. I see we're spelling Cloyster with cool words now. Ground Ice. Oh yeah, it does get huge power. Yeah, there are definitely hidden passives we'll eventually be looking at to get. But for now... Like, that's gonna take forever. I don't know if we'll ever go that hard into it. And that deep. For other people to do, awesome. I just don't know if I could ever do it. Until there's a harder mode that they add, I don't think you need it. That's just an opinion. Of course. What the shit? I mean, good for them, but holy fuck. It's a lot. Like, I don't have a job outside of this right now, and I don't have the time to do that. Nor the inclination, so good for them. Rokesian and Lilier. Bug Ghost. Is that what that is? Oh, there's the answer, chat. Surprise. Well, I was wrong. Jesus Christ, that's... Well, good luck to you guys. It's doable eventually, just by hopefully just pure luck with eggs, I suppose. It lifts the unseen... Oh, so you can actually catch there when you have Eternus as well? Wow. Well, they already added that you can catch Paradox Pokemon in the final 10 levels of Classic if you have a dupe of them. I didn't realize there was a way to do it. Yeah, that 52% actually, now that I look at it. Oh, starters. No, 64% starters, actually. Not bad. That's not bad. For only playing on stream for 3 weeks. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, Yeah, that's rough. That's kind of why they changed it. That's what they explained. They kind of changed it because of that. It feels bad. But I think it's fair. It's like, if you have the dupe, sure, you can catch the Paradox Pokemon. Like, that's fine. Not those Paradoxes, either way, are not going to guarantee you beat Eternatus at the end of Classic, but, you know. It is a nice change for those who have hatched it and all of a sudden, like, oh, cool, yay. You know what I mean? Hex kick my face. Yeah, Eternatus is a weird boss. Like, pre-60 and pre-195. Like, pre-60 in this game and then 195 are very odd, I guess is the appropriate word. Heals anyone? No? That's cool. Here, have a heal. Yeah, that was me too, actually. Once I beat 195, I got there. And then we did the second run. We had to retry once. I didn't have to retry the first time I won Classic, because I didn't even know it existed until after 195, I think. Or I did it in 190, like somebody told me about the retry button. Then I retried once on my second run and got spliced endless. Well, I've just been catching everything that says I haven't caught it yet, right? That's all I've been doing. I haven't really been thinking about it. I'm just gonna let it happen, right? We don't need Eternatus. Eternatus fills an entire team. So, do I want Eternatus? You know what I mean? Yeah, the Paradox, yeah. And then you can't even cache the Paradoxes, apparently, until you have the entire starter deck, so that's what's going to take you forever. The Legendary and, like, the way the map works, the way the map is generated in Classic mode for you to try and get, you either have to get thousands of levels into Endless, which a lot of people are doing, or you have to get really lucky in the progression of Classic mode. Oh, we did already, yeah, that's 64%. Or Deoxys and Arceus something different, too? I guess they would be. Sire. Getting weird. I think at 220, if we beat when we beat 220, we're gonna take a small break. We're not gonna be going as late as we did yesterday. Really don't like the short streams, but I mean they're helping me get more stuff done. Feels. I can't fill my video game addiction. Vespica? I struggle to hit these guys. Egg only? Ah, yes. Hatching God out of an egg. Of course. Zebstreerir. Yep. Zebstreerir. Zebstreerir. I'm sure they'll work on that eventually, Flop. But right now, what it does by generation is more than enough. But I'm sure they'll have a filter button eventually. Eventually. I wouldn't put it past them. If they're going to have all the Pokemon in the game especially, they're going to have to do something like that to make that run well. I don't know how bulky you are, but you probably can't take this still. Sturdy? That's bad. It did not attack. That's fine. Imagine it got its 10% though. Like, there are certain changes that people really want, but they're not needed at the moment, simply because, as good as they be, they're quality of life improvements and the game plays well enough. Okay, Upper Hand. Upper Hand has a priority of +3. If the target has selected a physical or special move with increased priority, Upper Hand will strike first and cause that target to flinch. The move fails if the target is not readying a priority move. Okay, so Upper Hand is not going to work on only priority. So basically, it's a priority 65 physical attack. It's quite good. It's like Belch. That makes it good. If it ever gets fixed to be a proper attack, it sucks. However, what's the partial on that? Because it makes people flinch. Maybe it won't make them flinch, it'll just give you the priority? Like, maybe it just has priority and won't make people flinch. And worry about what they use. Either way, we're not going to take it. I like how that's a common attack. That's a very powerful common attack. Speed, please. Come faster. Would have been spreading out these candies. Staviary. Okay. Oh, God. I should have went for... I honestly thought I would kill. Rip me. I honestly thought I had the kill there. Alright. Okay. The only psychic attacker, other than if we're not giving it Uxikuno, is going to be Tapu Suile, so here you go. It's not a Gum Shark, it's a Gum Shurk. Furret. What do you mix with? Gallark, interesting. Ghost. I'd be very surprised if you lived this. Wow. Sounds good, Flop, but nice to meet you. Have a great day, and thanks for that sub. Hope to see you again. We'll be live again on Thursday with PokeRogue. We're not around tomorrow. We will be live Thursday with PokeRogue. Friday is week 9 of our charity marathon with Wind Waker Rando. And then probably Saturday or Sunday we'll be live again with our PokeRogue. Yeah. Charity is awesome. I've been supporting Sick Kids Hospital in Toronto, Ontario, Canada for 9 years now. We're doing okay so far this year. $310. We're looking to up the Rogan Randomizer Marathon. We're $20 away from my 12th game being added. By the way, I will be reaching out to people over the next couple of days to see if I can collect a large number of Play-Doh players. So if you have that game and I don't know that, tell me. Please. Stopped him. Oh, the Bibarel had a silk scarf. That's not important. I could. You know what? Do it. Why the hell not, I guess. Lapu gross. You know? I agree. Do I have a Baniri? This could hurt. It's gonna have high jump kick for sure. Yep. But I lived it. Holy shit. I only took 1 bar? What? 1 bar? That surprises me. Metagross that thick? Ow. I don't know what this thing's doing in the back here, but it's doing a lot. Cleared body. Checks out. Nice miss. Nice kill. Alright, chat. I'm going to take a small break here. And then when we come back, we will fight the PokeRogue and Linoomp. By the way, we have the safety cow in case we find any weird names. Safety cow became very helpful yesterday. Now let's figure out what we're going to send in here first before we do any of that. There we go. Alright, but yeah, I'm going to take a few minutes. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to keep up with the content, like I said, we've got the charity and a bunch of events happening. Discord is the easiest place to keep up with that. We have somewhat a dynamic schedule happening right now where the start times don't mean the start times. The end times generally mean the end times. Just to help me get everything back on track for the most part and keep things a little bit easier to produce. So, keeping up with the Discord is the easiest thing that you can do for yourself. And of course, like I said, Rogue and Randomizer Marathon on its 3rd last week. So far, you can make next week the 3rd last week with a little bit of donation. We're trying to get to that ultimate goal of $3,000 this year. I believe in us being able to do that. Rogue and Randomizer is the first way we're going to do that. And, yeah, hope we get as many games as possible coming out of it. I'll be back in a few minutes. I don't know how long the break's going to be. I'm probably going to make some food, so give me like 15, 20 minutes. No, it can't be that long. Maybe I'll prep some food, then I'll come back, then I'll just be running back and forth for food and go from there. Yeah, give me a few nonetheless. Thanks for watching. Alright, we're back. Thank you for your patience. I'm gonna have to leave in about 5 minutes to go grab my hot dogs. But we'll do a couple of rounds until then. Pay attention to the time. Floor 200 again. I haven't switched to can for 50 floors. I mean, sometimes it's just how it is, right? Solo carrying in this game is very meta. Very, very meta. Like, there's no reason not to, you know what I mean? I don't know, whip whoever. Oh yeah, right, don't just whip whoever. You're not weak to that. Got him. Yeah, generally speaking, I mean, you have to do a solo. The first 60 runs in this game are still kind of rough for me to be okay with. Ooh, you're making me choose. I'm going to choose the damage, though. Simply because you have to have someone solo carry you to get to the point where your items are good enough to carry everybody else. Garbowstick? That's a great name. Wait, Meowstick's per se? I guess it is, yeah. Muckpoor. I would like a Trubbish. Yeah, you do have to solo carry to get yourself in a position to then not have to solo carry, if that makes any sense. And sometimes you just win with the one team, right? The one Pokemon's just strong enough that it does it. Why did I do that? Having a hard time hitting this thing. Alright. Alright, that's good. That did no damage. Oh, why did I do that? Ouch. Alright, back to ball throwing. Just kidding. Jesus Christ, that would kill you, wouldn't it? Yeah, I didn't think that went through. It's fine. What I had before was making the most sense. It's only future sight. I say as it literally kills my whole fucking team. God damn it. This thing's typing is very good offensively. I should have switched into this. Fine. Whatever. Grass Terra 2 cannon, nice. Careful, man. Who learns Earthquake? Oh, man. Yikes. I most certainly, unfortunately, cannot pay for those. That's one for good Pokemon. Damn it. 400 a hit? Jesus. I mean, if I go Earthquake, I'd be probably getting rid of Brick Break by that point, right? Probably. Have a chance to start missing some moves. Who else can learn it? You can? Maybe get rid of Superpower on you. Alright, I'm gonna teach Earthquake to Arbor Marill, and then I'm gonna grab my hot dogs. 1 second. You can stare at the Weireo. What typing was it? Good enough. Be right back. Hot dogs and chocolate protein shake. Living the dream. I mean, they are both tasty, but, you know. Just funny to say. Ow. Get a black belt. Eh. We're in a bit too dire a situation for us to worry about that. Bashful Mint. Steel Roller. Ooh, what does that do again? Deals damage. No, not chocolate hot dog, Zeph. That's weird. I mean, those exist. Don't chocolate corn dogs exist? Also, hi, Zeph. How are you? How are you? If no terrain is active. Oh, so we actually need terrain. Damn. Nah, chocolate meat just doesn't appeal to me. Eh. Hit Mufti. But who's Mofty? Muck is gross, you're right. Astute observation. In some games it does, Zeph. Like in these games, it's just constantly doing high roundhouse kicks, but in other games, yeah, you can definitely see the fatigue settling in. It just stands there and keeps his hands ready, as you should. You know, proper defense and all that. What, 225? Fuck, man. Ex-Kaluna? I don't think we're fast enough for this. So let's just take the hit. I was fast enough for that, apparently. That's because you gotta show them what they don't like. Be like, ah, you keep looking, you're gonna feel jealous. That, you know what I mean? I'll level you up because I can't afford. Magna Villain? I always knew magnetism was the enemy. Ah, I get it, Zeph, get it? One way to look at it. Ah, you're perpetually forever in the joke. I'm sorry. Okay, electric fire. Once again, a scary thing. Never find yourself in an electric fire. Spooky shit. Ooh. Outspeeds your 2K. Oh, God. That's not good. Oh, yeah. You know. A Tan and Leafeon at the same time. It's the Titan, Leafeon. Oh, boy. Oh, electric ice. What? Wow! Level 228 candy jar! Friggin' finally! Luxraylapede? I love Luxraylapede! It sounds goofy. I might have to actually use Uxikuno here. Mawis. What do you have? Holy crap. Magnerizard, okay. It's gonna be hard to hit. We actually don't have a typing. We don't have a team for electric flying typing. Mega Wizard? Yeah. See, the Marvel race. The problem is Mawil's ruining everybody because we're just thinking of Princess Bride. Mawage. Mawis. It brings us together. We've had Slan-chan. We had Rai-chan. We just got anime and fantasy coming together. One day you're gonna see Mel Brooks shaking hands with a JoJo. And you're gonna question life. Much like I'm questioning life today. I don't fucking know. Or just that. That's cool. Oh, with Blaze, that helped. Good. That paralysis dooms me. Yeah, you can keep hitting Zap Cannon like it's not 50% accurate. It's cool. Mac Aludon? Hell yeah. Thrusting that hip in the negatives. Dragon fighting is certainly a combination. 666 HP, by the way. What time is it? 5 o'clock? Okay. Let's try and get to 250 and call the stream there. Can't touch this very well. Would be nice to get Machop candies. As you use what? Hyper meme, huh? Yep. Oh, come on. Jolly is reassuring. Stronger or egg? It's gotta be egg. You don't have anything anymore. You have Golden Egg, give that to Arbormaril. You give yours over to... Now you're fine. Yeah, the Golden Egg's helping a lot. A lot. Clursby? I don't think that's how you spell Kirby. Ground steel. What if I told you just a foot for your face? Oh, my face! He had a fist for my face first. Finally. 2 levels gained. Baror or B-Roar? Lucario's looking a little bit thicker these days. These things happen. I feel like we need to take the money just to get through here a little bit. Growth? What the hell is that? Oh, Tangrowth. That's even thicker. What the fuck? How do you keep finding better ways to make these Bronzors even heftier? Am I getting pinged by? Who pings me at this ungodly? Oh, okay. That's cool. He could do that. I thought I was, you know, Mawile was very fast with this Cinderace mixture. I'm kind of surprised its speed has just fallen off significantly out of nowhere. I read that. I read that as Oinky Doinky. It's Oinkodui. Yeah, my bad. Not Oinky Doinky. I kind of like Oinky Doinky better. Alright, how do we kill Oinky Doinky? Shall we feast on the Oinky Doinky pig? I think we do. Munch munch, Oinky Doinky pig. Read it quickly. It reads as Oinky Doinky. Oh, for God's sake. Ah, yes, the amulet coin. Now, here's the question, though. Does amulet coin affect nuggets? Because if that affects nuggets, it's not a completely dead take. Because it says money rewards. But obviously, amulet coin usually referred to trainers. I don't know how it works in this game. We could test it. I'm gonna take it because literally we haven't taken it before. Done. Okay, but this one reads normal. This is just Oinkalux. Kind of sounds like a skin cream. Why is the snow falling? What the? Oh boy. Flame? Oh, you poor Blissey. How do I hit this thing without killing it with the Tapu Smile? Gotta get our Happiny candies in, of course. It's gonna be a lot of HP. Casual 468. Okay, get down here, though. Where are you going? It's getting pumped? There we go. Ah, yes, the Jolly Blissey. Oh, it's not Happiny, it's Chansey as... Wait, it's Chansey? We're not using Happiny? Really? Really? No. What? Okay. Perseusire? I mean, we're already here. I'm just kidding. It has, yeah. Well, you know what? No, we're just gonna keep leveling up our, dude here. Lapumsicot? I mean, I guess. Here, Lapumsicot. How's this gunk shot? Okay, see ya. Bye, Lapumsicot. Oh, hi, Lapumsicot. How dare you, Lapumsicot? Fucking. You... The RNG in this game makes no sense. There go all my lumberries. Yay. I guess that's what they're there for. Sun. The sun is indeed flossin'. You're right. I guess it's neutral, but I'm like double damage, so you're gonna take an incredible amount of damage from that. We're gonna crunch the ghost. That should actually hurt the ghost this time. Hey, see, that time that was super effective. What happened last time? Maybe I clicked the wrong move? No, I definitely used Crush. I don't know. So there's some ability I'm forgetting about. Or something I missed. Triple Axle unlocked. Cool. Alright, let's take a look at these. 6-6. I could believe that's a slightly better money reward. Is that Zaboomafoo? Oh, it's close. It's Zangoomigoo. The Low-Key King sounds too accurate. What does that mix with Slowking? Sea King. There's so many kings. Zangoomigoo. I would like to catch more Zangoose, though, because Zangoose could be a fun starter. Bug Water. Bug Water. It's me. I don't remember watching. I did watch Zaboomafoo, but I had no idea what the hell was going on in that show. I don't want to say too young. I was young, but I'm pretty sure I enjoyed it. I just had no concept of what's happening. Hi, Suwako. I don't even remember the theme song. I just know it's me and you, Zaboomafoo, and that's all people stop at. Nice. Less nice. What could you possibly do to not kill this thing? Nothing. That's the problem. So you come in. You come in. It's getting weird. Alright, you amnesia. You have noodle arms? What kind of yard work did you do? We were talking about my favorite show, me and you, Zangoomigoo. Oh my god, it rhymes. Okay, it's good that went first, though, because that means it doesn't die to its own recoil. The recoil happens first, then I do half its health. Yeah! Fire Spin. Cool. Thimbit? Is that what King Gambit? It definitely is. Oh, this poor sucker. You fool. You're typing. How do I still only know Flame Charge as an attack? Where's Pyro Ball? Did I miss Pyro Ball at some point? Does Pyro Ball not exist in this game yet? Cinderace, you know, soccer Pokemon? That shit's my soccer ball. There's a Kleptomania's carry. But with Pyro on it. Vibrations of the Lawnmower and Leaf Blower. Nice. I have not mowed the lawn in a very long time. The reason being, the grass clippings give me really bad allergies. I'm kind of useless when it comes to yard work. You're gonna learn, I'm kind of useless when it comes to a lot of work around the house. I try my best. I do my best. The problem is, Kami, I can't because there's bugs. I can't find it relaxing. I would love to, but I can't find it relaxing. My form of relaxation, if I was ever able to relax myself ever again with anything, ironically would probably be going back to rock painting. I used to do a lot of rock painting. And charcoal sketching. That was my non-video game thing. Unfortunately, I've been plugged in way too much. My girlfriend's good at getting me away from the screen, though. I mean, I get myself away from the screen, but you know what I mean. Like if we were ever to have a quiet time, I either do game design or charcoal sketching, which I haven't done in a while, or rock painting. Ironically, if I actually found a better space to do it, I did contemplate getting an easel and just having art days, because I know a lot of people have their own art that they work on in this stream. So, like, having an art day where I just choose something to charcoal sketch. Like, I just did nature. I didn't do anything specific. What am I fighting? I guess I'm fighting this now. I mean, one of the milestones is actually an art day with artist creators. When we get to that goal. Have that giant art stream. We'll get Harry, we'll get Zeph. We'll get a bunch of people who have art, I don't know. We can get Gundam people, we can get Gunpla builders. Kami and Chocobos can build Gunpla on stream. That'd be cool. Anything we consider art. I'll take the balls in case I want to continue catching on this run. Yeah, if we get to, I think it's 1,000. Is it 1,000 or 1,500? Let me check my milestones again. Milestones. $2,000 was the art collaboration stream. Right, $2,000 the art collaboration stream. $2,500 is the Great Solo Multi-World, which is every game I can play in one single multi-world done. Intruder, more Gunpla? Do it. And then if we hit $3,000 this year, I will rank every Pokemon move for Nuzlocke viability from Gen 1 to 9. Every single Pokemon move ever I will rank for Nuzlocking. We gotta get to 3K, though. It also means we gotta get some of these things going, too. And get this number over there going as well. Peer pressure. Tell your friends. Tell your friends about the charity. That was my attempt at really creepy, I should have caught the Joltik. Shit. Whatever. I can catch the Joltik. Whatever. Hey, yo. Nice. Ooh! Yeah, that's pointing straight up to hell. That's for sure. Ugh. You don't need to understand IVs to know that you want numbers closer to 31 than you want them to 0. That's all you need to really understand about those IVs. Don't need to be a Pokemon player to know that. Number wants to go up. Ah, yes, the ostrich that is also a zebra, the Zebstridge. it's Zebstrid-chan. Zebra-chan can go with Slun-chan and Rai-chan. Bigger is better, yeah. Number go up. Number make thing happy. I forgot that Intruder does Gunpla. I didn't really get into... Like, my brother-in-law... I always call him my sister's husband. My brother-in-law, he's big into Lego and miniatures. Not miniature, like, It's not miniature. What are they? Models. He's big into models. I see, the thing is, Kami, I actually have very... Despite what you think, even in karate, I have very shaky hands. I'm not very good at like, I have big sausage fingers. Look at these hands. They're very tiny hands, but they're big, thick hands. So they're meant to, like, poke someone's eye out, but they're not really good at the fine holding of tools and stuff like that. I'm very clumsy. So I never really got into model building. Like, puzzles never really got me in terms of, like, I built a birdhouse, like a miniature birdhouse kit, or it was actually a lobster trap gift we got from Nova Scotia. I did that once with Dad. But natural progression? I mean, yeah, that's fair. I don't know, miniatures for me, I like looking at them, and I can appreciate the art. Back when I was a kid, I was super obsessed with Kinects, and the motorized Kinects, we could never afford them. But I was really obsessed with, like, oh man, I want to see the merry-go-round actually spin when I push the button. I just never got them, but I had building blocks and stuff like that. Rogue balls, that Thunderfang. Yeah, that would be decent. Is there still Kinects? Have they shut down now? Drowdon. Mech Warrior Kinects? Hell yeah, that sounds great. Unfortunately, you're weak to my new move. Never mind, you have Sturdy. I will catch you. And you will like it. Damn straight. Yeah, mostly as a kid, like, I played a lot of card games, and in terms of, like, I had some things that I built miniatures out of. But I was more of, I took my Hero Clicks or my Axis and Allies miniatures, and I would place them on a battlefield. So, like, I'd have the map, and I would place them and try and recreate events rather than, like, putting the pieces and painting them myself. Never got into Warhammer or anything like that with it. I was very much the charcoal sketching, drama kid, sports, that sort of thing. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, Kinects was a good time. At least I assume. I'm gonna take the Lumberry. Gengali. Alizi Alibaba. Alright. I just can't stop making jokes. I'm too good at it. Somebody stop me. Or don't and enjoy them. Ah, shit, that sucks actually. I gained the special attack, which means I would have killed if I attacked here. Shadow Punch. Oh yeah, so good. Stop. Nice. Game acquisition software. What does that mean? What? Alright, we're gonna heal here because we are up against the Eternatus. Yeah, we're gonna use a little bit of extra liberty. We're healing here. Not Unikuno, Uxikuno. Alright, Reviver Seed against Eternatus should be for Arbormaril, I guess. Enjoy. Sorry, Itelga. My favorite Zelda boss with what in the hell? Ball sack? It's a lot of HP. Eternus Dialga. Oh, so it's still Dragon Poison. That sucks. That's really unfortunate. Shit. That does make it a bit thicker, though. Oh, yeah, that's what you're talking about. Yeah. Ah, the Gaia, cool. Huh, alright. We gotta figure this out. I don't know what this moveset's gonna be with Dialga messing with it, so... We don't have any stall moves. We have to directly fight this thing. So let's get to it. Woo, nice crit. Thanks for that. His attack went up. That's fine. We die. We have the Reviver Seed. We stompy. We get rid of 2 bars there. I don't think there's any way I get past this again. I don't think we have the team to beat this. We'll find out, though. So dumb. So stupid. I don't think we can beat this. Especially if that keeps happening. It is, you know, it is winnable. We just gotta do it differently somehow. Hit Sheer Cold, you're right. Now here's the real question. If we crit, we win, right? Okay. So this time what we'll do... Yes. So this time what we're going to do is we're going to lead with... I really wish I'd healed Uxikuno. It gets the crit, right? So what we want to do is we want to bait out its Eternal Beam. So we're going to bait Eternal Beam. He does at least 2 of them. So let's just take that. Now he's stuck, so now theoretically we can get 3 Earthquakes on him. Doesn't matter. It sucks, but like that's what happens. We switch this in, he's gonna go for Eternal Beam. Interesting. That kind of sucks, actually, that he went for that. Okay. He hasn't gained speed yet. Welcome back, Floppa. There is a way to do that. Okay, if we outspeed now, we have to flinch him a bunch. Nope. You don't outspeed. Fuck. I don't think we can win this. That would really blow if we can't beat this. We needed to heal Uxikuno, I think. Unless what we do, Eternal... Okay, hold on. Eternal Beam... It doesn't matter, because then, like, we can't waste it. It's got Lepa Berries. We have Fairy types, but he's got Sludge Bomb still. Like, he still has an Eternatus moveset. He didn't get messed up with Dialga. We don't have anything that, like, fully resists it. Yes. But it's part poison, so it's neutral hit. What do I switch in? I'm completely weak. I was just catching and messing around. That's what we've been doing. That's exactly what we've been doing before you got here. I've been using Maw Race to bait out Eternal Beams and then try and do enough damage. We're just not doing enough damage. But then he still outspeeds, just goes for Sludge Bomb after. That's the problem. It doesn't, if it doesn't use it, it doesn't get on cooldown. Unless you're telling me to PP, you're telling me to, I could PP stall it, I guess. It's not a half bad idea. It still goes on cooldown? Oh! Oh, okay, my bad. I didn't know that's... Oh, okay. That's not how those moves work, usually. They have to actually work in order for you to do that. Yeah, that's definitely not correct. I don't think. Well, that trivializes this fight quite a bit. We're just going to keep doing this really quickly, chat. We have a lot of these to go through. We got 2 more. That's not good. Yeah, you've definitely broken the game. Wait, why isn't he going for Eterna Beam now? I'm even more confused. Oh my god. We only tried twice. We got close. We got close both times. I didn't realize this would put him on cooldown because that's not how those moves usually work. Oh, I could unfuse Mawile as... No, oh yeah, it is part fairy. Yeah, that is true too. I just don't feel like unfusing though, because I don't want to have to like refuse them eventually. Mawile's speed is very much appreciated. Well, this is quite hilarious. I also like how this thing's carrying 3 lucky eggs. Like that matters. I guess I could steal from it. He's gonna be tanky though, but it's not gonna have any attacks. So maybe not the worst thing in the universe. That is true. Or hold my beer. We just keep doing this and actually get away with it. Come on, there we go. Okay, so 5 more. Let's count it. 1, 2, 3. Once we get rid of the Eternal Beam, it's over. He's almost out of Sludge Bombs, I think, even. Okay, it's 3. See, this is the problem with this boss being always Eternatus. You just trivialize it with fairy typing. 4. Keeps getting weird. This thing's so tanky right now, though. Come on, use it. He is. Is he out of stuff? Okay, he's out of stuff. Let's go. Maybe. I can't tell. Doesn't matter. That a crit? Good. Okay. Just try to drop his defense. We can do this, guys. Just keep chewing on him. You have pressure too? Of course you do. I mean, he's going to. He's definitely going to. Oh yeah, I can't outspeed you. You have that, that's right. So a fairy type fusion with Spite would be very powerful. Don't worry, we're getting there. Damn it. Oh god. What did he do that made it lucky for you, Flopper? Oh, nice. Nice miss on the end. No, you're not supposed to lose 2 power points when you miss on... Ah, they gotta fix some of these. You're not supposed to lose 2 power points when you miss on a pressure Pokemon. That's old school, I think. Yeah, I really dislike having to always prep for an Eternatus, though. Like, it just feels dry to me. That would be my largest complaint of the end game of this of any of these modes. Eternatus always being the thing in your way feels sort of just eh. Oh no. Can I ball you? Okay. Just checking. Here. Hit my Hydra Sparse. GG. Good call, Floppa. And we got an epic egg for that. It's going to be a shiny Regigigas. Oh, Regice. Well, it is a Reggie. Stats are okay. Stats are fine. Cosmic Power. Don't care about that. It's bleached. It's bright. Indeed. I know, I want to as well, but when I see a legendary that I like, I do go for it. Which gacha should you be pulling with? So that depends, Kami. Obviously the game is open no matter what, you're gonna get good things. If you want to get through an early game quickly, I would actually say move up. This gives you a higher chance at getting the rare egg moves, and will make your starting Pokemon just have way better moves to get through the waves way faster. At the same time, shinies do give advantages because they increase your luck. Every shiny on your team that's alive increases your luck chance. So I say if you're trying to get through the early game, either better moves or better chances at getting better loot. This is more permanent, but if you're looking for something, like I would say move up. People ignore this, but I also think when we've been playing enough, we all say, yeah, we want the shinies because we can beat it. But if you're just looking to have stronger Pokemon, this is a fine gacha to use. I haven't actually used this gacha yet, because I'll probably use this when I'm trying to farm for certain Pokemon. Yeah, I haven't used it either, but like I do think it has value because it has a higher chance of getting you the rare egg move. If this just made it where you had a better chance of getting all egg moves, like egg moves in general, and then even better for a rare egg, then it'd be valuable. So yeah, if you wanna invest into early game stuff, try for a shiny or just try for a rare egg move. I would ignore the legendary. Yeah, that's exactly what Hero said. Move up's good for early runs. Late runs is shiny. Legendary is if you see a legendary you like. Like, I want Regigigas. But obviously, like, this is actually probably the weakest one because you don't have a higher chance of finding a legendary egg. You just have a higher chance that if you find a legendary egg, that legendary is the featured one, because you can't get this legendary in any other gacha, which is equally counterintuitive because now I can't get a shiny Regigigas while this is here. That's what I was told, Floppa. Or are you saying this has a higher chance at legendary eggs? Unless my information is incorrect. I'm going off what I was told. But I could have misunderstood that person too. Do they have this anywhere? Instead of a 1-256 for legendary, there's a 1-256 for a legendary egg and a Regigigas egg? What does that mean? Legendary gacha target. 1 and 2 for 20, 1 and 128. Okay, so you have a double chance for Regigigas if you get... So the eggs are doubled the chance. And that's also a higher chance of that egg being Regigigas. That's not true? Okay. Somebody came in a few days ago saying that if the featured legendary can't be found in other gachas. So I'm just going off what people are telling me because, again, this doesn't explain all of those intricacies. I also wouldn't think about that. Let's see. One in 128 chance for legendary, adding to the 1 in 128 of a regular legendary egg. Oh, never mind. It's even better. It's a 1 in 64. Oh, no, hold on. So, yeah. So this now has a 1 in 128 for legendary, for the featured... adding to the regular legendary egg. What? That makes no sense to me. Twice the odds for legendary eggs, 30% chance for the eggs to be the target. But then why... So it's usually a 1 in 256 out of every machine. Okay, so is this saying, like, it's usually 1 in 256 for on any other machine... In this machine, it's a 1 in 128 for legendaries, and then specifically, it's a 1 in 64 for the featured one? It can be? Okay. I believe you. That's really... As opposed to the 1 in 128 from other machines. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, so is it gonna be... Okay, so the legendary machine is a 1 in 128 for a legendary egg, and a 1 in 64 for the targeted legendary? Or is it just always... But that doesn't make sense to me. Why am I not understanding the math on this? 1 for legendary for both regular legendary and an additional for the target. So why not just make it a 1 in 64 then? Why not just simplify that? Why is that math so complicated? 2 different legendary eggs in there. One that always gives the target. So then why does it become 1 in 64? Okay, I think... Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, of course, it's 2 and 128, which is 1 and 164. Yeah, yeah. I teach math. I do teach math, it's just this math is very straight. It just seems like a weird way to do gacha. Either way, we're pulling for Reggie. Half the eggs are Reggie. Okay, so once you get the egg, that's when you then stand a chance of that egg being 50-50 of the Reggie. But we'll just say it like that. Okay, so it's a 1 in 128 that we get it, and then half of that chance from there is a Reggie. Got it. Just like when we were on Zekrom Day and we got Reshiram with Fusion Bolt. I shit you not. And Adamant Nature. Hey, Jeff, how you doing? Okay, so 1 in 128 happens every time. I understand now. Got it. Yeah. Hey, Jeff, how's it going? I'm doing okay. We're actually at the end of stream, unfortunately. But we've been having a lot of fun with this game. Didn't get the legendary there, but that's okay. We got some good pulls there. I think because of the nature of this run, where we have the ability charm, I might continue this one. I don't know what I want to do. What is this? Damage token. They deal 15% more damage. Great. Like, I do want to see it out and try and catch more Pokemon. But I don't know. It's tough. Out of Lumberries, yeah. That's maybe what. Actually, you know what we'll do? Let's do it this way. What we'll do probably is we'll stick with this run and see how far it is before it becomes bullshit, and then we'll just quit when it's bullshit. That way we can farm a few more premiums and try and look for some other Pokemon to catch. But once it starts getting to the point where every move statuses and stuff like that, I'm probably gonna stop because that's not gonna be very fun. Like, I don't care to think that one out. Oh, you got the Regigigas and the Mewtwo? Nice. I think it's a trap if you do it early on and you're playing a Kleptomania. I don't think it's a bad gacha. It's not as good as the other two in the early or late game. I think it's more of a luxury gacha, where if you're gonna be playing enough, you could throw a voucher to try and get the legendary, because you still get eggs nonetheless, right? Like, the shiny up is going to be your best investment for future play, simply because luck gives you better odds at grabbing better stuff. Move ups just gives you better early starts. So, like, it's a legendary. It's a... Yeah, it is. I know, but I think that's the risk. Once you hit it, you don't go back. Like, you'll never... Like, let's put it this way. Once you have the majority of the starters, you're not going to go back to the legendary up machine. Right? Unless you're specifically farming for a particular Lego that you don't have yet for your decks. In the current iteration on how gacha is done, you're going to be farming the shiny one, which is, I think, a symptom of the gacha machines rather than it being an issue with the game itself. The power of shiny will always outdo the starting move. Like it will outdo the starting moves because you eventually teach those moves in some way or another or better. And legendary, it's like, well, you can catch a legendary if you just get lucky with it, right? Not a shiny Fion, is true. Yeah, I think what it needs to be to make this a little bit better of a system, this needs to be just a better chance at egg moves in general, and then a slightly higher chance at rare egg move. This needs to be higher rarities, and this is just fine. This is just for shiny, right? Shiny has enough of an advantage. You just need to give it increased shiny odds. But I do agree that this needs to give probably like higher epic, legendary, and Manaphy chances. And even this, I think, instead of it just being increased chance at the move up. Yeah, no, I don't think many people look at it unless you're, again, with new people coming into the game, I don't think this is pointless in the early game. Because we didn't know in the beginning, right? Especially when we started playing, we had no idea what any of these machines went. So I saw shiny up and went, okay. Once I found out it's useful, I'm like, okay, shiny up. But in retrospect, I would have thrown my first few vouchers into move up just to have better starters. Because if they got their rare move, it would have just been way stronger. Greed it out. Like, if I'm going to greed, right, I'm probably going to greed in the moves so I could just win more and get more vouchers. I don't think giving all egg moves, that would defeat the purpose of the meta progression. I just think a higher chance. I think, like I said, if this just gave a better chance at getting maybe an additional egg move, and then put a slightly higher chance on the rare move. Because the other thing, too, is once you're done finding 4 moves on the Pokemon you want, you're not going back here anyway, so why not, right? Why does Ditto have egg moves? I don't know. I have no idea. There are certain Pokemon that have egg moves, and I'm like, yeah, sure. Yeah, it probably has Mimic, Sketch, Mirror Move. What does it have? Wait a minute. Now you've got me curious. Yeah, I do. The gacha needs a little bit of fixing. Do I have any egg moves on my Ditto? Why is Chansey a 5? God damn. A 5? I guess it could get really powerful if you invest in it. It's the same as a fucking Mega Pokemon. Where's my Ditto? Where's my shiny? I have a shiny Ditto for the record. I do have shiny Ditto, yeah. Yeah, the shinies I have are Ditto, Toxel. What else did I have? What's the other shiny I got? Regice being a 6 is bearable. Rotom being a 5 is interesting. Oh, it is. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Stop it. Yeah, it's blue raspberry gum. This is you on 5 gum. What was my other shiny? Oh, Volibee. Yeah, I have a shiny Volibee. Which wasn't as good as I thought it'd be. Because it took... But then again, we played this in Splice. So I'm sure in normal, this would be way better. Like, I got Body Press and Roost, too. So this thing's very good. And there's our knockoff Reshiram. Or Zekrom. Oh, it's Rash Nature. I thought it had... At least it got a good nature for itself, but it has freaking Fusion Bolt. Yeah, I don't think I have any others. Oh, that's nice. Actually, that wouldn't be too bad. Thunderbolt, Pokerus, Fennekin. That'd be nice. Yeah, we're doing okay with catches, right? Oh, and the shiny type null. Yeah, that's my 4th shiny right there. Also made this cheaper because we hatched it. So it's not a 6 anymore, it's a 5. This thing gets very strong very quickly. It's if you get a type null, I thought it would be a bit spooky, but it gets very strong very quickly. It's worth it on your team. This thing used to have Play Rough, and the little set has Aqua Step now. But I understand why. What else we got here for typings? Snama's a 3. That makes sense. Surskit, Shinx, Mienfoo. Glitch Sprite. Interesting. Ice Cube, Wiglet, and Cyclizar. You got a couple of good ones there. Like the Swinub can be good. The Hoodoo can be good. Mienfoo would be very good. I don't know about Wugtrio. I haven't used it yet, but I'm sure Wugtrio would be okay. Cyclizar is a bit sad. We're not going to mention Ice Cube. This fucking thing. In Splice, this could be good, because you could try and give it an ability. Unfortunately, when we tried to use this in our Splice run in the very beginning, we got Archon as our fusion, so it got frickin' Defeatist. Which at that point, I wished for Ice Face again. Yeah, Freeze Dry makes it. Yeah, Freeze Dry will make it okay, but Ice Cube is like a physical attacker. It gets Shell Smash, I believe, and stuff like that, so you want that sort of thing. What does Miraidon start with? Oh, yeah, that's an 8 for sure. How did you get that thing down to a 2 cost? Wow. Oh, that's the Mienfoo. I was about to say. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, you got the Healing Charm here. That's good. Cool. Ironically, this didn't do very well for me. It was getting wrecked by a lot of fairy types early on. What do you start with? You need grass, you need moose. Yeah, we're making good progress in this game so far. Iron Bundle, what do you start with? Just Present? God bless, we got Bouncy Bubble. We should go through one day and just look at all of their passives and see what they get. Just to mess around and see what we get that. What do you mean, how do you get the unique? You get Iron Fist. That makes you really good. Oh, how do you get the paradoxes? You have to hatch them. So now what they did is they made a change where if you hatch these in classic mode from 190 to 200, you can actually catch duplicates. So now I can catch Iron Bundle, Iron Hands, Roaring Moon. Those are the only 3 I can catch right now. If I hatch more, I can catch those as well. But otherwise, they just come out of eggs. The hilarious thing is, they're all epic eggs. 5 to 7 are epic eggs, so you gotta get lucky with the epic eggs. Because, you know, you can get a Paradox Pokemon, or you can get Dondozo. So, or a frickin' Chansey, apparently. Oh, you've got a Roaring Fire? Cool. Like I said, I look forward to doing random team comps as a challenge for this game. I think that'll make it fun and just kind of like make you prioritize certain things that you do in a run and just see how far we can get with certain builds. Nothing too serious. Like, we're not going to do... I don't think we're going to do any serious streaking or stuff like that. Gouging Fire, thank you. But it would be fun just to see sort of the capabilities of what happens when you're given certain teams. I do know eventually that will be added as a mode they're going to put into this game, along with Nuzlocke mode, so... Is Glaive Rush? Why? That makes no sense. What do you 2 start with? You have Triple Axe, which makes you fine. You have Earthquake, which is silly. Duraludon's a good start. Yeah, there's a lot to look at in this game. We could look at this all day. I mean, if I'm getting a legendary, I want them to be broken, right? Yee, that's rough. That's a rough start. I might set up an endless mode with Fennekin, perhaps. Thunderbolt on a special attacker seems quite nice. Yeah, we'll take a look at this later. I think for now, what our plan is... I kind of want to give up on this run. Yeah, it's P because it doesn't make you susceptible to 100% hit, which makes it a really busted move. It's partial because it doesn't have the downfall to it. It's like Belch. It's amazing. Like, look at the difference. I'm very proud this run made it as far as it did, but it is a super uber doomed run that I think Seeing Everything is gonna do. It's really fun, Jeff. It's accessible to a lot of people. You don't have to be a Pokemon player in order for you to get into it. That's the best part. Like, you could just play it as a roguelike and go from there. So you say that, Floppa, but it's really funny to see that run survive. That's the best part. I could easily squeeze another 100 floors out of that run because they're all that strong. Like, I don't care. It is a bad run. I will admit that. I just find it hilarious that it's survived that long. So, it's kind of why I kept it. EXP all in Wave 3? You bastard. I mean, we found our candy jar on our Splice run at, what, round 233 or something like that? Yeah, that's how it gets at that point, Suwako. You will continuously outdo your enemy until the bosses, where they will slightly outdo you again. But yeah, no, Jeff. If you're looking for something just to do on your spare time, you don't have to be a Pokemon player to enjoy PokeRogue. That's one of the appeals of this particular fan game. Is it's a good game on its own, just with a Pokemon skin and Pokemon mechanics to it. So, Hero, we need to send a Kleptomania over to the house. You guys can exchange. You can do a luck exchange, maybe a luck share. Yeah, no, give it a try. Honestly, give it a try. Even then, it kind of acts as a clicker where you could just catch Pokemon and just try and farm them up, right? It's got everything. It's got farming for the collectathons. It's got 3 different shinies on every Pokemon, or most Pokemon. It has a bit of everything that you want from a Pokemon game, just a little bit quicker, so you're not running around having to pay attention to what route and everything else like that. Like, you just... Once you beat Classic Mode, the world's your oyster. Farm as much as you want, play as much as you want, experiment with whatever Pokemon you want. You can try as hard as you want. Like, it's a very well-designed game. So. 2 Tinkatons. Yeah. I think that's going to be the main appeal of this. And then once Nuzlocke mode comes in, a lot of creators will jump off of Kaizo Ironmon and go to this. I have a sneak... Just knowing how the Pokemon... being part of the Pokemon community now for 13 years. Online. I kind of know how these go, and I'd be very surprised. Because people are already doing it, right? You've got some really big names doing it. Oh, man, an ad's gonna... You know what, ad? I'm gonna beat you to it. I'm playing my own ad. Screw you. Stop trying to play ads when I'm going offline. Yeah, Small End Alpha Rad's already on it. Reversal's been on it. Hoodlum Callum, Hoodlum Callum. I would say he's probably the one that's gotten the most attention for it and started it up and then got the bigger people into it, so. But, like, Alpha Rad's already playing it on Twitch. There you go. Point Crow's on it. Yeah, so you've already got the big challenge runners on it. You know, I've been called a budget peach house small ant myself. I'm kind of surprised it took Small Ant this long to jump on it. This is like his game. I've been told I'm Tiny Ant. I've been told I'm Walmart Small Ant. I've done stupid runs. The only difference is I don't have a video editor, so my videos are trash. My work is as if someone who is not experienced in video editing, which, lo and behold, I am a phys ed teacher. I don't have any video editing skills. My skill is my voice and my on-camera personality. It is not what I do in the background. I've also been called a budget eternal enigma, so I guess I'm a finite enigma? Or a finite truth? I don't know what you call that. I mean, I know how to use that too. I do my own videos. Like, I mean, I'm going offline, so I'm going to advertise it. I've been learning a program. Okay, learning a program. I have a program now that I don't have to use Twitch editing anymore because Twitch editing broke a lot of my videos. Shotcut has done enough, and I feel like it could be a program I could learn should I want to get harder into the paint. I'm also the kind of person I'd rather pay my money. I might pay my errors away, so. I appreciate the offer. For now, I'm handling the workflow the best I can. And also for now, I'm going to go offline. Thank you very much for joining me today, everybody. If you want to keep up with the conversation, talk about PokeRogue, the Discord is open. It's a nice, relaxed place. We have a lot of discussions about the events that are going to be coming up. If you're ever into Archipelago Multiworld, you want to give that a try, you don't have to be a speedrunner to join us. We will have Week 9 of the Rogan Randomizer Marathon on Friday, where we're playing Wind Waker Rando. It is not the Multiworld. We're just going to do a normal Rando. And then we are off tomorrow, and then we'll be back on Thursday with more PokeRogue, and then I'll decide from there what we're doing. I'm not doing any offline grinds, so maybe we'll just continue with the spliced mode until we can't go any further, and just sort of make the decision from there. Yeah, I've unfortunately, I really hate what I've become, Floppa, but it seems like clickbait is my strong point, which somewhat checks out with how you learn public speaking. A lot of it is engagement, having a hook, and unfortunately, I've become the very thing I hate, where I have to nonstop bait people with really silly pictures. But I'm proud of a couple of these thumbnails. Like the videos that are doing well, I'm actually pretty proud of them. I kind of wish the slice and dice one went a little better, but it has been a bit fun. I just don't know how often I can keep up doing it. Like video editing burned. The reason why I stopped doing YouTube and came to Twitch in 2015 was because video editing was extremely tiring for me and very stressful. Doug, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I took the same eyeballs from Doug's videos. And ironically, I was also linked a video by Doug on how to improve your niche building and sort of appearance. So yeah, there's a little bit of influence, but Doug doesn't own the eyeball, the eyes emoji. Anything can be found on pixabay.com for free. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I've never really watched him, but he most certainly is very open and very experienced in his niche. I'm glad he's able to pull together a good career for himself. Derail every video. Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, the couple of videos I was sent. You can see that in there. Yeah. Thanks for joining me. We'll be back on Thursday. And let's find someone to raid. What do we got? Well, there's a couple of ways you guys can go. RP with the TTS. Nice. Well, I could send you to a couple of places. We like to shout someone out and then raid into someone else. If you haven't watched a Chiniwa before, they are currently playing through Noida. If you feel like you want to get a Noida fix, someone who's brand new to the game and is trying to work their way through it and learn it slowly, make sure you go check them out. We are going to go raid into Harry Dwarf. Harry is a dwarf VTuber. He's currently playing through a game called One Shot. He has, I mean, a very, very good rig. And is more, Noida? Oh man, what is it, Noida? Noida is a platforming spell building game where you have to go through biomes and you take spells and create wands out of them. And the order in which you put your spells influences the way you attack. It's an incredibly hard game. We play it from time to time as part of our randomizer rotation. For multi-world and stuff like that, but it's a really wild game. Imagine taking chainsaws, lighting them on fire, and then shooting them in an arc formation that bounce off the wall and kill you. That's Noida. Worth every penny. Look it up on Steam. It's really tough. It's a really hard game. Yeah, actually, kind of. I guess so. But yeah, we're going to raid into Harry. If you have my emotes, there's the raid message. If not, take your favorite emotes and put some tentacles around them. And I will see you guys on Thursday. Early afternoon, late morning start as usual. And we'll keep playing through some more PokeRogue and figure out what we're going to be farming out. Most likely going to be farming out the Spliced run just to get more stuff going. Take care. Have a lovely night, everybody. See you in a couple of days. Peace.